Alright, I think we are live and ready to go. Let's get to it. Right on time. Love to see it. Welcome, everybody. Big Bugs Compa. Alright, we'll just wait for some people to trickle on in. First, actually second. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat right here, and you are the second. I entered the wrong stream key, or I didn't hit apply, but we got it down in time, so it's all okay. It's all right. What is Scampa? Scampa? Who knows? Who knows? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Oh, sorry, Joshua, not to worry you, but we got it figured out. We got it figured out. Yes, we're all good. Thank you very much for your help as well. Um, we're good to go. And the players are all right. Um, let's see for here a second. Okay, everyone. So, welcome to the round of 32 Shake versus LookTom, and the games are now going to start on a 3-minute delay. So we will get right into it as soon as we can. Now, a little bit about this matchup. We have Shake playing as Portugal and LookTom playing as the Italians on Great Plains. Now, for those of you that don't know, the icon at the top left and top right of your screens with the lock on it are the banned civs. So Shake has banned the Ottomans, and LookTom has banned the Swedes. Not surprising. Shake is a huge Sweden player, and yeah, it's just no surprise that that is what he decided to do. Alright, so I'm going to be looking for the games here, all non-ranked matches. Spectator mode. I hope everyone's doing well today. Let's get that Great Plains video. Yes, let's get that up and going. Absolutely.
The Great Plains is a broad extense of flatland that stretches through much of western North America. It is home to large herds of bison and a trade route with 3 trading post sites. Players will want to control the center of the map for its abundant food, but be aware that wood and coin are more prevalent along the map's edges.
Wasn't that just beautiful? Love that. Love that. I think Hongpa should play instead of one of them, not gonna lie. Well, maybe one day, but just a lowly low right now. Alright. I'm going to refresh the page here real quick. What day is today? Wednesday? Thursday? It's Thursday, so Friday Junior. Love to have that. I thought it was Wednesday, I'm not gonna lie. Stingaboo, play when? Oh, well. Oh, you're gonna be playing Chef Sudiste. Oh, okay, alright. I've been hearing about that. That's gonna be a interesting one for sure. All right. It should show up in a. So for the game, does it show up right away or does it show up after 3 minutes on the search? Because right now I'm not seeing it, unfortunately. Oh, ESOC Lobby A, there we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another casted series. This time for the ESOC Spring Tournament, we have Shake2020 playing against LookTom, and here we go. All right, now in the left-hand side of the map, in the color blue, we have Shake2020. We're just gonna call him Shake, spawning in as the Portuguese on Great Plains. On the northern side of the map, we have LookTom in the color red, spawning in as the Italians, putting down that market right away. Now, interesting that he's sending over one villager to coin this early. Typically, there's a lot of these beaver pelts that might be just for finishing off the amount of coin required for hunting dogs. And he's going for great coats right away, and he's going to just leave that villa on there. I mean, there's probably more treasures that he could find around the map. Let's see. Look at the bigger treasures here in the middle. Oh, that's a really good treasure there. Villagers for coyotes. You can two-shot these in melee, and you can micro this down nicely and pick up a nice settler in the middle. On this map, we of course have the Cheyenne and the Apache settlements. So we'll see if either player utilizes those techs. The other middle treasure spawn is two stray dogs, but yeah. All right, let's take a look over at Shake's point of view here. He's going for a trading post, which means that he is most likely going to 10-10 here. And yep, no house, just all villagers on wood. Picked up a wood treasure or excuse me, all villagers on food. He himself picked up a wood treasure, now getting a 30 coin treasure. Getting in his, it looks like a second herd nice and early. Yeah, so that's really nice. And he's going to have a lot of food nice and safe under his town centers for when he's aging up or trying to get to the fortress. We'll see what he decides to click up with. Let's look at each player's deck. Decks have not been selected yet, and we have a card here for, I assume, Portugal. And here is his deck, 1v1. So first card is going to be Feitorías, very heavily Halberdier centered in Age 3 and Age 4 as well. And we see Constables in here. So really melee-focused composition. Let's look at his scouting pattern thus far. Looks like he's going to be working on this nice 75 coin. On the other hand, LookTom, oh, he could. Oh, no, he doesn't see it. Looking around the edges of the map for all these, juicy herds that are very, very important. Let's see what market text he's researched. So he's already got all of the villager market text. He's on 15 villagers, and now he's getting placer vines. It's 156. FI versus Port, so he has a deck just for this matchup and for this strategy. He's going to be going in heavily into Industrial, and I think Shake, looking at this deck, probably knows this. I mean, look at this Age 3. You Fitzy, 700 coin in 2 towers. This is an abomination. But you know what? If anybody can get away with it, it's Italy. And Shake here, now aging up with the naturalists, so the 2 cows and the 2 villagers. I think it's a bit slower than the 500 food age up, but it really does provide you more eco heading into Fortress, and allows you to pump out more villagers a lot more easily. And you can also just skip the 2 vills when trying to age and eat the cows right away. LookTom, on the other hand, not even close to aging up. We're at 240. I mean, sometimes this happens as Italy, but he'll be happy. I mean, he's got a lot of market techs here. These villagers are gathering at 0.92 food per second. He's getting a trading post with his architect. He has a house, and we'll see what he goes for from there. I'm assuming he's going to age up with the governor, plop a tower right there, get the coin, and try and just go to Fortress as soon as possible. Looks like LookTom's going to be working on this treasure here, but is Shake going to see this? He sees the dead coyote, so he knows that something's going on, and he sees him microing down this treasure, and LookTom has 339 HP, so he has 2 more HP than ports do. So that can actually make the difference as to whether or not Shake is going to take this. And it looks like he's trying to, and LookTom's backing up, but if he's paying attention, he can see, okay, Shake backing away. He's got a shipment in queue. LookTom, as I suspected, the governor, putting a lot of villagers on wood. He's probably going to get steel traps, maybe get a second architect. I would think that's the wise decision. He's going to get XP now from this trading post, building more houses. Yeah, I think it's going to be for steel traps. It makes sense. You get a villager, your villagers gather more quickly onto food. Looks like he's working on this 80 XP treasure, so that'll get him right where he needs to be for the age up. Shake aged up now, queuing 2 villagers, sending forward a very aggressive town center, which I kind of like. I mean, on this map, you're playing against a passive Italy. You've looked at this deck. You kind of know what's going to happen. Secure this coin mine. Get line of sight with this native post. Have a nice choke here with a herd behind. So you get some really nice map control. And you also, if you're, oh, that's so unfortunate. This back herd by LookTom. I mean, look at where this herd started and where it's headed. And it's not even, that's a long frame of walking for your villagers to have to, yeah, he's going to need to prioritize this. Shake sees this herd. I mean, he ages up with Shodels or something, he could easily do a lot of damage. Explorers. Oh, he's not picking up the treasure. Okay, he's got it, but he is going to... I'm going to age 4 to be a fucker. Well, I mean, that's an explorer name if I've seen one. Does get the villager and the age up, so coming in at 441, that is so late. I mean, if we look at Shake or LookTom, okay, he's sending 700 coin. Governor going, yeah, he's... I mean, look at this herding. It's forced to the outpost over here. So the town center, if they're sieging, he's not going to be able to protect this outpost. So really, the herding is the age 1 and it transition is really hurting him right now. Looks like he's got some decent macro coming in. He has sent capitalism, so he will get that trickle when the 700 coin drops. And yeah, LookTom now seeing this forward town center. Shake, on the other hand, clicking the age up button. What is he going with? He's going with the Shuttles. I like this pick. I mean, there's so many open villagers. You could force a lot of idle time. And, you know, it's just such a... Especially when you're just straight naked FFing. Aging up with units is really good. But if you semi or, you know, play age 2, Exiled Prince. I really think that is a much less... It's slower, yes, but... Look, he won't have a shipment until then, so also just timing it with that is very important. He's going to get better eco behind this with 700 wood. He's producing villagers out of this town center. Does he have a market yet? No, I don't see one. Working on his herds, though. Alright, LookTom, training an architect, and he's aging now with the exile, or with the bishop, so he's going to get a town center. Now starting to put down some Lombards. Alright. And he's just being annoying with the Explorer. He couldn't build on this foundation because his Explorer was just walking on it. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it's just, you know, buys him another few seconds of idle time with the Architect, which is kind of funny, but, high-level sweaty play nonetheless. Uffizi coming in now, so this will give him XP for his Lombards when they have resources, and it'll give him a huge Basilica, which is a great building, generating 1 XP per second. Not only that, it has a lot of techs in there that give you free villagers, and of course, some of the papal shipments, which are incredibly powerful. Shake almost aging up, and it looks like he's going to have a second TC coming from here. That's his waypoint. A lot of home eco. Now, I would like to maybe see hunting dogs. Yep, hunting dogs. Wow, he's reading my mind. It's just off the cuff. It's like we're the same person. Maybe I should be in this tournament. Yeah. Haha. Ha. Anyways, back to LookTom over here. Bishop, about 2/3 of the way done. And look at this line of sight now that this provides as well. He sees everything. He sees the shuttles from a mile away. They're not going to catch anything unless he doesn't move his villagers. Tom, you better look. You see what I did there? Oh, and the Architect actually getting damaged. Minutemen getting called, and is he gonna get? He gets an Architect. That's humongous, and he forces Minutemen just from this age up. That was wow, and he saw it coming too. Oh, and Shake being utterly diabolical, putting the third TC down and back hurting. Look at the hunts. This hunt's little left of this deer up here, but other than that, he's pushed everything back. But on the other hand, he has aged up. Town Center comes in. He has a shipment. What is he sending? He's sending... Oh, okay. He was going to send Lucan Financiers. Now going up with the two Falconets. Shadow Warriors looking around. Shake. Training Castadors. He has a forward barracks here. Double TC production. He's got Halberdiers sieging now with Castadiers and Shadows running around. Getting some decent idle time. 3 villagers in the town center. Low HP Minutemen are going to get picked off by the Castadors. I see some split micro here. Nope, he's just right-clicking all of them. I do like the cover mode, though. But he could... All 3 of these should be dead, and he's losing 2 halbs for free when he could have just microed a little more there. He does find the town center. If I'm him, I guess taking down the Basilica really does help. But the 2 Falconets pop out, and he's going to get... Oh, the pathing, though. He's going to get a shot off. Shake needs to back up here, but he's just standing there. The Shadows, there's only 2 left. Musketeers coming out at a poor position. Oh, but... Okay, so the Shadows save some volleys. Halb's going in cover mode. Okay, but now he's got to take them out and go melee immediately. Oh, he should have just backed up there while he had the chance. Losing his Halbs. And the Falconets are up, but 3 Organs guns are coming in, and there's only 72 HP on this 1 Falconet. Training Halbs, sending Organs, Castadors on the back line. Let's look at his market text here. No steel traps, but it looks like he's going to be okay. Getting a lot of villagers on food, as you do need to be as port. Look at this villager macro production, and bang, bang, bang. Now he's going to be pushing in. Is this his timing, or is he going to wait for more Halbs? I think he really wants to take this down. It'll give him a ton of XP. 160. The 2 Falconets do have the line of sight advantage, though. There might be pathing issues around this coin mine. Castadors sneaking up. They do tank and bait the first shot. He could have moved his organ guns forward there. But, oh, nice move. Nice dodge. Very nice dodge. What is LookTom doing here in this situation? 2 TCs, not a lot of food. Lombards going up, but as Italy, if you can get Lombards, there's a lot of wood here. There's a lot of other res that you can just basically farm or convert. Backing up here, using his spyglass ability. Let's see what he sees. So yeah, he's got all of the native line of sight as well. So his line of sight is fantastic. LookTom walling up hard now. He sees the organs pushing in. It's going to come down to artillery here and the micro. But Shake knows that these Falconets will have more line of sight, and you just never really want to know, because of the walls and in base. He could use his Explorer and bring that up to potentially reveal the Falconets, but that's always dangerous as well. I mean, he could just get destroyed instantly and he backs up for free. On 3 Lombards now. There are resources inside, and he has deposited 1,000 wood. Let's see what he sent. Did he... Okay, so yeah, he sent the Lucan Financiers. Organ Gun's starting to chip away at these walls here. How many Architects does he have? It looks like he just has the 1. And, ooh, meleeing, getting the snare with the Falconets. He probably needed to time that a little bit better. But Dragoon's raiding on the side over here, getting even more idle time, and he's going to just completely constrain the side of the map. There is a Vill hiding there, but, you know, very nice job. LookTom on 25 villagers. Shake on 40. With complete map control. He's just going to sit these goons here and say, what are you going to do about it? I mean, does LookTom train Paviziers? I mean, oh, he's going to Industrial. What is he going up with? With the Papal Guard. So he's going to get those Halbs in with the deflection ability, and that is going to be a problem for Shake. But also, at the same time, is it really, though? He does have some goons. He's just running in with goons. Maybe trying to see if he's sleeping at the wheel. Pick up a falconet. One of them is really low HP. And is he going to go for it? The Egypt comes in, and the People Guards pop right on top of the Dragoons. He needs to kill this, otherwise he's going to get a terrible trade. He does kill one, and manages to escape. So, and he also identifies what he's aged up with, but... Oh, Organ Guns now pushing in. Now 3 Organ Guns versus 1 Falconet. That's really a dicey matchup there. Goons, Haubs. Explorer coming in with the Papal Guards. Look at the stats on these bad boys. 300 HP, 20% range resistance, 25 siege, and I think their movement speed's higher, but since they're grouped with the Musks, they're moving slower. And they have 5 range on their hooked attack, which is insane. That's the same range, that's 1 less range than a Hartbuzier, for reference. LookTom rebuilding his Basilica. Now the Guard Skirms are really going to be coming in clutch for him. Just mass producing. Basaglier, 5 movement speed with the Horn as well. The Bugle, for all of you trolls out there who like to hear the ASMR of either the, what is it, the Griots or the Basaglier. And also, not to forget the deflection ability. Very, very nice. So, he has the tech, but advantage. Let's look at the mass overall here. So he's got 1 Falconet, 10 Bersaglier, 10 Haubs, and 7 Age 2 Musks. Shipping 3 Culverins, and boy oh boy, he's just going to have so many... Just take a pick, you know. All Italian musket rifle infantry plus 15% damage. You know, 12 skirms. Oh, sneaky architect here. Oh, I feel like that was unwise. Because if Shake is paying attention... But if he builds like a TC right here, secures this herd in this gold mine, that could be massive. Looks like he's moving out now. 3 Culverins for Shake. Blind Culves, I mean, I think it makes sense. He knows that they're going to be needed. Very far back, though. He could have assumed that the Papal Bombard could have been coming in. Organ Gun's getting some nice value, though. Getting some free shots off. But the Culverins are now walking into position. 3 Culverins over here. 3 Culverins over there. Across the pond. Oh, he gets a double... I mean, he loses 1 Culverin, but he did get 2, twice the damage, the area damage there. So, oh, it's going to be, he's going to win this, unless the melee here. Oh, and the melee Minutemen take down the Culverin, and he keeps the military advantage on the artillery. Organ Gun's getting massive damage here, but the Falconet is still alive, though. So, I think that was I mean, he does lose a town center. That's not great, obviously. With Fatoria's losing a trickle and just less map control, less villager production. Scores, though, are looking good for him. He's on 56 villagers now, shipping 8 Cassadors. LookTom, oh, the 3 Papal Lancers, and Shake. He does have a decent amount of Haubs and Dragoons, but those things are age 4 and very scary. Where are they coming out from? 1,050 HP! 1.5 times versus all infantry. Yeah, scary. Now he's shipping... Okay, he changed the Papal Bombard to the Florentine Financiers. I think that makes sense. Your eco's not that great. You're on 33 villagers. You do have a TC foundation going down out here, though. Where's his architect? Okay, this one came back for some reason. He probably realized... Oh, no! He's just throwing away these Lancers! Oh, he's lost 1 for free, and another 2.5. Oh, God, that feels bad. Oh, we're getting a massive lag spike here. I mean, do you need to back up for that? I mean, I guess that is a... He could have... I feel like he could have played more with the synergy of his artillery, like... all that was pushing him were Bersaglier. I guess there are Haubs in there, so he could have pull-tricked that. Or drag box, rather, the Haubs forward, which could be dangerous. So, just playing it very safe. He knows he has the map, but this Snecky Sneck over here, just crafting away. Look at him saw. Give this man some overtime pay. Now using the villager to get the line of sight, much wiser than using the architect. And this one's on low HP. But what? Where is he going? What are you? Well, just finish the TC. I guess he saw that and was like, forget about it. Too risky, anyways. I mean, this architect walked from all the way over here to all the way over here, and now he's got Now he's got a second one. Is he gonna train some priests? I think that they do cost a shipment. So anything that gets sent from here, it queues as a shipment. So you have to time it with your shipments correctly. You can't just like spam units from here, which is a good thing. But oh, here comes the big boy, the 2 papal bombards. 38 villagers for LookTom. He is overpopped. Shake, 66 villagers. He's on 2 TCs. A fort coming down now. Alright. He's got a good mass of Castadors. He's got 4 Culverins. He's got 3 organ guns. And a good amount of halbs. I mean, I would maybe like to either see, like, Constable, 1K. Okay, looks like he's going to Industrial. So, yeah. He's going to save that. Maybe get 2 heavy cannons, factories. I mean, pick of you what you would go for, honestly. And now he does go for this TC now. So, he is placing it over here instead. Aging up now with the engineers, so he's going to get 2 organ guns. He's got a fort to secure this position as well. Good eco, lots of resources around the map remaining. Full coin mine here, here. I mean, look how free he is on the map right now. I mean, I would like to like see an outpost or town center go back here. LookTom is now pushing in. And honestly, if he just sends like a couple Almidi or Papal Lancers to the side, he can do some massive raiding. Raid at the top here, and he's killed the poor architect with the Dragoons, putting up the town center. Very nicely done. And these villagers are backing away. Now to the action here. He needs Culver Royale. Get the tech advantage on these Culverins. Papal Lancers going for it. The Halberdiers are blocking quite nicely in this choke point, and the Lancers are still going in. 1 Culverin, 2 Culverins for Shake, and the 1 Papal Bomb Guard goes down. And LookTom is backing up. He's lost his cavalry. Those H2 muskets are doing absolutely nothing. And is he going to lose this bombard? The Minutemen getting called now. It has 67 HP, but this Culverin needs to move up. But he's trying to take down the other Culverin. Oh. Shake needs Culverins. Is he trading more Culverins? He's caught him with his pants down his edge and the massive multi-kill. Oh my goodness. The Papal Bombard has 1 HP. Just shoot him at the town center. Egypt coming in and oh god. Where were these Dragoons? They could have been in the fight the whole time. And the TC. Where's it going? Oh, massive kills with the organ guns here, and now he's coming in with the snare with the Halberdiers and the Dragoons. And oh no, the TC! Is it gonna go down? No, it's just barely alive. 1 more shot! Oh, and it just stays alive! Absolute cleanup. 2 heavy cannons, 5 organ guns, and a bajillion villagers. And, what do you do now if you're LookTom? I really think Culver Royale there could have made a huge difference. But he didn't tech into any. Does he even have an artillery foundry? And why did he lead with his Papal Bombards instead of the Culverins? Like, shoot from outside, slow push this, then move in, so you don't have to push into this choke point. That was just really poor positioning and micro, honestly, by LookTom. Oh, he's revolting now to Argentina. Here comes the cheese. Here comes the cheese, everybody. Getting the most OP garbage in the game. Oh, my spaghetti. Yep, and here comes all of these guachos, all these revolutionaries. And now he's sending San Martin. And, oh, my God, it's just so... He doesn't have any factories out there, which is a massive problem. And he doesn't have any villagers either. I mean, he's only got 41 revolutionaries. That's not scary. Like, Shake has a humongous eco behind this. The thing is that is scary, though, are these unkillable units. But the perfect counter to the Grenadaros are 19 or 18 range Legionnaire Dragoons. Shake needs to get a mass of Dragoons immediately. He's getting Gunner's Quadrant. He's training Dragoons. He needs to... Oh my god, look how much food he has! Adjust your macro, son! You're good! You're good! You don't need Vils. You need military units right now. Back up tier 4 a little bit! Oh... And these mounted Grenadaros with 2.5 area of effect with the anti-cav revolutionaries. There's 7 organ guns. They're rabbles. They're absolutely just decimating this infantry mass here. More dragoons coming in. The heavy cannons are still alive. Fort doing some damage on the side as well. And the score has plummeted. I mean, look at the res! Yeah, if he sends Order of Aviz or to factories, yeah, he's just gonna go eco behind this, back up, and that's the GG. Well played. And, you know, I think really it just came down to the just map control and the constraint. He could have gone for the Cheyenne Buffalo Tech, which would have been really nice for in-base food. But he just hit industrial, didn't really have much eco behind it, didn't have a superior military tech-wise, other than the skirmishers. And when he did, he pushed out and got cleaned up. I mean, this was pushing into this little choke point. This little base building design here was very nice. And the Halbs just went on the Elmedi. Papal Bombards went too far forward, and that was the game. So, yeah, look at the resource difference. Most made revolutionaries, villager count, yeah, I mean, he's getting raided, losing villagers, going idle a lot of the time. And it looks like we just got a new follow? Something, I'm not sure. Yes, thank you, IMZ, for the follow. Alright, everyone, let's go back to the home screen and see if I can find game 2 here. Alright, let me adjust something for the settings. And then for the next matchup, let me pull that up as well for you and update the score. So, game 1, Shake2020. P2, taking the L. M Hongpa kind of cute, though. Oh, thank you. Thank you, DJ Killa99. I think I know who that is. Let's see here. Okay. Round of 32. Shake versus LookTom. Okay. Let's look at the main menu and get it going. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Thank you all so much for coming along. It's really great to have everyone here today, as always. Next game, we've got on the Ivory Coast, a Spain mirror. Alright, I'm going to pause here, get the update on the board, and then we will get into the second game. Alright. Game 2. Spain. Spain. Oh boy. A Spanish mirror. Let's see. I didn't pull up the map video because we have the game up. So, alright, let's see. It's transitioning. Alright, let's get it. Welcome back to another game in the series of Shake versus LookTom. Now, I'm not going to introduce the civs, because they're both Spain. And in the color green, okay. I hate when people play as green or orange on the map because it's hard to see sometimes, which is, I think, something that should just be adjusted. Anyways, doesn't matter. Shake, is on the right-hand side of the map in the color red, and LookTom is in the color green. And it looks like he's going for a trading post right away, not going for any early treasures. Right decision. Shake, on the other hand, going for a small trickle of experience. Okay, you know what? I'll let that go. That's a really good treasure. Like, that's basically the same thing. So does LookTom even know that's there? Oh, he has to. All right, he's putting 4 villagers on wood. I like to put 5 on as Spain, just so you get the house a little earlier, get XP, and then you can also just put the... I mean, 4 is fine as well, though. So, Shake, on the other hand, oh, no villagers on wood, just 7 on food. Is he doing... Don't tell me. Is he going to do a 12-10 here? He might be. And he's going for the water trading post. Interesting. Interesting. I kind of like that, but at the same... I mean, I don't know. It does provide you access and line of sight to the water, but, like, if either of them go, like, ship a frigate or something, they can just deny this hunt, this coastline, this TP. Versus this, it's much safer. I mean, granted, it gives you line of sight, but at the same time, yeah, I can understand it. Getting the house down, let's see if he macroed this perfectly. He did. 0 wood left. Love to see it. Did get some idle time. That's why I put 5 villagers on wood, because you don't get this idle time between your house coming in, and he's not queuing any villagers. Oh, man. That was like 10 seconds there. Alright, so LookTom getting 25 coin, Shake getting 80 wood. That'll be very nice for him in transition. His 3 villagers right behind. He did get the trading post up a little bit later, so his XP curve is a little slower. Yeah. So, like, LookTom already has his 3 vills in. Shake is now just getting his 3 vills. And that builds up over time, you know? Like, like going for the trading post right away. But he did get the small trickled XP, and he's picking up on another... Oh, no, this is LookTom. Okay, this is LookTom. He's getting the 75 XP. Natives on this map, the Akan and the Jesuits. Both excellent natives, honestly. Now, looks like Shake here going for capitalism. Is LookTom? Let's look at their decks before we go into the natives on the map. House of Trasamara, Rod Lancer, Spanish Gold, 1k Wood. Advanced Artillery. Okay. I like that. I mean, in a Spanish mirror, I don't know if that's... I guess. Fair enough. Shake. And he's got the Robrot deck. House of Trasamara, 5-vil and 4-vil. Basically the same thing as LookTom. I mean... Wait, no, this is the same deck. What? No, I'm tripping. Are they actually? Oh, no, I've just clicked the wrong buttons. Excuse me. Sorry, Noobcaster here. So the FI deck by LookTom, he's got Advanced Trading Post, 5-vil. Looks like there's also an Explorer Battle, but that's an interesting deck. Highlanders in deck, Huss. Interesting. Alright, aging up here with the governor. Hello, governor. Looks like he's shopping for more trading posts. I mean, I'm assuming he's going to send advanced trading posts, right? Or maybe later. Now he's got 2 shipments in queue. Shake. Hello, governor. Going up once again with the governor. Interesting to see who will... So he's aging up. He's got about a third of the way done for Shake, and LookTom is also about the third of the way done. So it'll be interesting to see if, you know, LookTom pairs advanced trading posts with a tower, if he's able to get his forward tower down first or not. Because getting the forward tower or playing defensively is very, very important in this matchup in the mirror. I think the one defending has a much easier time, obviously, if they have the tower, but in the later game, if it goes later, you know, I mean, look at all this food here, and you can also get access to the trading post. Shake's stealing a trading post on this TP line, though. Going for 2 trading posts. I like that. LookTom getting what I assume to be hunting dogs and steel traps. So, and maybe another trading post himself. And it looks like he's down here trying to go for it. So, I like that, you know, both players going a little greedy. And that's typically how you win mirrors. So, Second trading post is in now with the extra trickle of experience from the treasure, which LookTom still hasn't gotten. I mean, that just grab it, my guy. And Shake getting the age up in first, and his tower is subsequently, and 700 coin out first. LookTom, on the other hand, now just aging up. His tower is going forward as well. Who's going to get there first? Looks like Shake's going to dominate this trading post line at this section, and all of this food. That is huge. That is huge. Because if we look at LookTom's base, I mean, this is where all of the center map food is, other than berries and just, stuff on the side. He is working up here now, but 700 wood coming in for LookTom and 700 coin as well. Is he going to send another shipment? Let's see. Oh, what the heck? Why is my... Okay, the mouse just exploded. Sorry. But yeah, getting a second trading post in now. Now going for 5-vil. Okay. Is Shake going for 5-vil? He's also going for 5-vil. So both of these guys just fast fortressing. LookTom sees the tower, though, and he was going to place it there. But now he realizes, oh, crap, he's right in my face, and now he's snaring. He needs to bring his dog over and block the front of this, because then he could actually, potentially block this from going down, but, I mean, yeah. Getting some nice siege damage, though. Losing his dog, though, getting some idle time for this villager. Now, villagers do have bonuses versus pets. In ranged attack only, though, so, but, doing 10 damage, just fine. Whatever. LookTom, my bag. My bag. Nope, just herding away. Alright, fair enough. 700 wood is coming in now, so 16 vils for LookTom, and it looks like he canceled the 5-vil, yeah. So he's going to have 2 shipments going to H3. H3 in for Shake. It is the Scouts. And now 5 vils are in. And he's on 21 vils. So, yeah, that's reflected in the score. He's got a lot more vils. He's got a lot more access to safe food. The Huss are going to be able to, go up here quite nicely. Let's look at each player's line of sight. He hasn't scouted into the base so far. Sending 600 coin, really? Is that really what you want to do? Shake, LookTom now aging up with the Scout himself with 5-vil. I mean, why are you sending... What? Surely that's a misclick, right? Surely he meant to send 700 wood. Okay, whatever. We'll figure that out in a moment. Building a barracks here. Getting a house. And LookTom now getting this treasure, very nice. I'm interested to see if the shipment curve in this game, based on when each player got their trading posts up, and if this treasure helped at all or not. 600 coin, inshallah! What are you doing? Unless there's some, build that I don't know in the Spanish universe. What is this nonsense? He doesn't have a shipment now! Inshallah! Whatever. I'm just shocked. I'm sorry. I have nothing else to say to you. LookTom making musketeers, getting placer mines. He's got steel traps. He's now on 22 vils as well. And, so I think actually he snuck one extra in. That's why his age up is slower. But he's got some musketeers out. Curious to see if he goes for the... Oh, here come the Huss. Where are they going to go? Are they going to run into the muskets? That would be very unfortunate. And they're just going to walk right by each other. LookTom is... Okay, he gets a volley off. Nice. Does he have great coats in? He does not. There's a lot of vils, and he's moving them now. Nice. Getting the snare, but these villagers aren't snared right now. But he's getting a lot of idle time in transition, which is huge, because he's just basically effectively... killed 3 musketeers, or stopped 3 musk from coming out, which is huge. And he gets a vil. He gets a vil for his troubles, gets some idle time, smaller musket batch, and he keeps his Huss alive. But on the other hand, the 4 Huss are coming in now. Going for Lancers right away by LookTom. Shake going 1k wood. You greedy lad. I mean, you're going to have to. Wait a minute. Oh, he went for the... Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's why he went for the 600 coin. Just mine an extra 600, eat all this food, ship 1k. Is he going for chili? That could be nuts. The engineer, so he's going for the Falconet age up, but he's only got Huss. He's going to need infrastructure, so I don't think he's going to revolt with the 1k wood. I mean, it could potentially do it, but, I mean, that's risky. Loses his explorer. These Huss need to be going in now. The tower's not in base, so he's a lot safer than... like, he's safer going in with these Hussars than if he were to push in. Now he's got the Lancer and Falconet timing while Shake is aging up. He's halfway through this age up. He doesn't have a shipment. He's going to lose a Vil. He does. So 20 Vils for Shake. 23 for LookTom. More Lancers coming in now. And this Cav is just going to go on to the other Cav here. And he's going to idle the entire base. And Shake is also pop-capped here. He's calling Minutemen. And his Falconets are going to pop out. Like, he's just going to lose these Falcons as soon as the age-up comes in. If LookTom destroys this house, Shake is in serious trouble. Musketeers, veteran now, trading. He also has his Explorer in the mix with Dogs, Lancers, and Hussars. A lot of... oh my god. His entire economy, except for 2 villagers, are idled. More Lancers coming in from the back here. And the Falconets pop out, but there's all cavalry here. Oh, and he doesn't even kill a Musketeer. That feels so bad. Okay, he does get one, but... oh, the timing there. And he can just idle him and just keep making Musk. Shake can't do anything. He resigns. Wow. Wow. That was quite a timing push, I would say. Quite an interesting mirror, if I have to say so. I mean, yeah, just... that's why he needed 700 wood, and then just go Spanish gold, 1k wood, or a fort. Like, you can't just naked FI without a fort against a Spanish player in a mirror. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. Alright. Player 1 score. Let me update that. I forgot to do that last time. So 1. Player 2 score 1. It's 1-1. Player 2 victory. Player 1 defeat. Sag. Alright. Yeah, the execution was kind of poor there. I mean, I think it was a, yeah. Alright, let me change something real quick. Alright, let's see now for game number 3. We have got... let's browse here. Am I on the home screen? Yes, I am. Alright, perfect. Alright. All non-ranked matches. The next map is Anatolia. Let me play that for you guys while I...
The Anatolian Peninsula is the homeland of the Ottoman Empire. Its rugged landscape is bisected by an elongated grassy valley that separates the two players. This valley contains the only trade route and some grazing livestock. Each player begins with a local settlement of Fenarites near their first town.
Welcome back to game number 3 of this best of 7 series between Shake and LookTom in the round of 32 for the ESOC Spring Tournament. Hope you guys are having a lovely day wherever you are around the world watching this. I'm sick, so it kind of sucks, but I get to be your privileged caster today. Woo! Anyways, in the left-hand side of the map, we have Shake, spawning in as the Ottomans in the color blue. I always hate this when they're blue. They should be red. Just IMO. On the northeast side of the map, in the color red, we have LookTom spawning in as the Indians. It is one wall. It is 1-all in this series, and very excited on this map. Looks like India using their second explorer very effectively, getting all of the livestock mostly, and also building a trading post? Question mark? Interesting. I like it. India, if you guys don't remember, a few patches ago, or whenever this was, when they had the XP curve that they did, they were scurry. But the Ottomans are scurry as well. So, oh, he's going for 2 TPs. Please tell me this is a Silk Road build. Otherwise, I mean, it might as well be. There's 6 freaking TPs. 5 you can get on this map. He's going for capitalism card number 1, so he's not going for a house. So let's look at each player's deck here real quick. Shake. Yep, Silk is the name of the deck. Capitalism, Silk Road, 5-vil, Abyss gun hit points in H2, Spahi, Mams. Sounds about right. Let's take a look over at LookTom. Has he selected a deck yet? No, he has not. And it's going to come in now, but it looks like he's... Is he going to 10-10? I mean, he could. He's going for distributivism. And, yeah. Oh. Wonders have more hit points and are built faster. Advanced Wonder? Interesting. We do have Dravidian Martial Arts. We have the Tiger Claws in Age 2 and 4. We have Yurumi, Siege Elephants, and Zambaraks with some Mahouts and a couple of Howdas. Alright, pretty standard, except for Advanced Wonder. Otherwise, I like it. He did build a house, and, oh, okay, yeah, there's a bit of idle time, once again, in this game, for him. But he does get his villager in queue. Now he's going to start shifting villagers over to food. He has 2 yaks over here. He did get one over here. There's one in the corner that he missed. Shake here going to be able to melee a nice 100 XP on 2 TPs. And look at this age up time still. He's only got 8 villagers, but he's still going to age up at like 225, 220. And he's got a lot of XP going into this. And he's saved his crates. No, he just used all of his crates. Fair enough. Couldn't get Silk Road in time. But his age up will be nice. Ooh, but India coming over for potential treasure snipe. Shake is aging up with the quartermaster. And oh boy, here comes, look at that nice skin as well. Oh, sniped! And the other explorer's coming, and he's gonna pull trick him away. That is so unfortunate. There's that, I hate that bug when you right-click the treasure, and it just doesn't do anything. He almost got him with the stun ability. It almost killed the Guardian, but since it didn't, Shake had to turn around to the Guardian, and then LookTom could melee and turn around to grab it, so nice play. LookTom, not aging up yet. It is 3 minutes, but now he's sending Advanced Wonder, so it will build 25% faster, and he's going to get a villager out of it. But he won't have a shipment until... Well, he might, actually. It depends. He does have a couple of yaks generating 0.12 XP per second, so that's nice. He did just steal XP as well. Shake getting more XP. Oh, this could be a big treasure contestation right here. I mean, if India gets this, that could really help their age up. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I feel about this build. Like, it's 325. There's idle time. Now he's just aging up. This card isn't even in yet. And he's going to put down his Wonder. I mean, what is he going to put down? He's going for a forward Carney, or Agra. Like, so it's going to build in 87 seconds. So at at 5 minutes it's going to be up. So that's pretty slow. But, yeah, not the worst. Shake, on the other hand, here. And look, he's going to get 500 wood from this age up with Silk Road in. No, he hasn't Silk Road, actually. Okay, so he's saving his shipment. What is he going to go for? 5-vil. Fair play. He's got 2 TP, so he's got a lot. And look, he can go 700 coin. He can just straight Fast Fortress here. Which against India, a late India, like, you can probably get away with it. 30 seconds left on this age up, and Shake's getting 5 mil at this time, so... Now India has a shipment. He did miss this, and I mean, like, that is XP, so, like, that's not something to just, like, sniff at. Could make the difference in this game at such a high level, but not the worst. Alright, so the Agrifort. Oh, I bad quick maths. My bad, boys. Oh, looks like we just got a subscription. Thank you, Iron Turtle, for giving to Pertouche the subscription. Appreciate it. Shake here going for more XP, another 80 XP, 5 Sepoys. Oh no, this is such a late 12 Sepoy build. I mean, Shake's probably like, yeah, he's going to get the food and coin. So the coin is going to come in at around the same time the Sepoys do. And he could just age up with Abyss and call it a day. I mean, he could just send Bash of Buzix and call it a day with Abyss. Like, oh, he's got some Jans out now, so... Doing a little semi-play. I think that's a safe decision. I mean, you can just, you know, your Minutemen against heavy infantry just for some reason are god tier. They do just super annoying to push into, honestly. I just PTSD against playing Ottoman myself. Alright, so we got some Sepoys out on the field here. 700 wood now in for Shake, coming in. LookTom. Just macroing for Sepoys. He needs 4 on coin. You need 4 on coin for Sepoys, and he's only got 1. I mean, his macro, yeah, you need, like, 9 on food. You need, I guess he does have distributivism. Does he have 4 on logging in yet? No. He doesn't even have 700 wood. I mean, his eco is not great right now. And, you know, Shake's got a huge amount of XP. He's got 5 villain and 2 trading posts that are very safe as well. Like, I mean, he doesn't even have 12 Sepoys here. Where are the other 2? Just got 10 Sepoys. Alright. Just, yeah. Minutemen popped. You're dead. Like, and these have extra movement speed, so they're just going to catch up to you. Jan's going to move forward as well. And only getting a batch of 3 Sepoys out. This is, like, really poor here. And Shake's just going to age behind this and call it a day. And he's got a mass behind it. And you've lost a lot of Sepoys for absolutely nothing. These are just trickling in now. Now he's getting 700 wood. He needs this work. He needs a consulate. He needs a market. He needs a stable or second barracks. Like, he needs a lot of stuff here. I mean... yeah, it's just... 23 Vils for LookTom. Shake on 19, so LookTom is ahead as India does scale very well. Going for this trading post, which makes sense. He's sending 5 Janissaries, and he's going to click the age up here for the marksman. So he is going for the Abyss. I'm assuming he's going to cancel this as if he's not getting pushed, and then resend the shipment. But if he is getting pushed, this will pop out perfectly with the Abyss. Queuing Janissaries now, probably going to get Vet Jans. Yep, 700 wood on the ground, so going to get Vet Jans as soon as he ages up. And it's going to be really good for him. He's going to be able to time this with whatever he wants in age 3, whether it be 6 Abyss, 8 Jans, 2 Falconets. He is going to lose this trading post, but that's fine. It's gotten him 7 minutes of XP, basically, because he built this at the beginning of the game. On the other hand here, LookTom, he's now getting a consulate, very good. He's getting his first round of market techs, excellent. Going for civil servants first, because that affects everything. Then you go for the food and coin. But since he's maybe trying to tech into Gurkha, that's why he's going for the placer mine equivalent at the Indian market. We'll see. Looks like we're going to get some classic Jan Abyss, though. And 10 Sepoys are just going to get wrecked by this. I mean, Shake, yeah, he does want to save his trading post, so understandable. It's just going to push him back and kill all of India's H2 tempo. Explorer there to snare and tank. Yep, tanks an entire volley. He could have just split fire there. Done a couple Sepoys raiding, though, but getting nothing done. But nice little movement there to, you know, potentially GUA raid, as we say, with some Sepoys. He does lose 1 Sepoy, though, for his troubles. And does buy a little bit of idle time. But he's got 14 Jans compared to 9 sepoys, and they're about to be veteran. I think I know him taking in that fight. Sending 700 coin. Looks like he's going to try and age on the back of this, though. Allied with the Ottoman consulate. He could go for 4 vil. I think saving the export now. Did he send 300 export? Oh, no, it kind of feels bad. That's why I don't like sending this Advanced Wonder card. Like, I think this build is... Like, you could get a trading post with 700 wood just as easily. You age up 2 minutes faster, and, you know, your eco's a lot better. But, interesting build here. Abyss are now in for Sir Shake. Sending Falcons and Jans, getting veteran Janissary. And, yeah, it's going to be troublesome for this aggro fort. I mean, he could also just walk around the aggro fort. Like, he could just walk up here, walk into your base and right-click, and just, yeah. But, at the same time, LookTom is aging up, and he's going up with the Charminar Gate, so he will be able to, you know, get his veteran or disciplined Sepoy, disciplined Gurkha, all that sort of stuff. He's going to get a free Mahout on the age up, and Janissaries are not that great, honestly, in age 3 against cavalry. So we'll see if the aggro fort will be able to pair nicely with a pop, a time in potentially. Who knows? But he needs a barracks as well. Like, he needs a barracks. He needs wood. He needs coin. He doesn't have any way to upgrade his units right now, so that's a problem for him. And Shake's pushing in with 2 Falconets, Vet Jans. Does he have Vet Abyss? Not yet. And reinforcing Janissaries are on the way, and we're Jan Falc baby all the way right now. The Sepoy's about to get smoked. Oh, the fortress does come out. Now, does he have a... if he has a shipment, he could easily actually deal with this. Like, he could either go for, like, any of the elephant shipments, or, you know, your Rumi, or just something. Like, once he deals with these Falconets, this is a lot less scary for India in age 3. Mahout going somewhere, not sure where, but he will lose this aggro fort. Barracks is forward. Oh, it's kind of forward. I would love to see the barracks back here, because Shake's just going to walk right up here next and push in. Ending relations, getting siege elephants. Okay. I think Howdas might be a better decision. One, because they can sort of deal with these. There's not a lot of... Oh my god, massive lag spike. Jeez Louise, Loretta Lee Jenkins. Also, once these die, these are useless, and Spahi will come, you know? But I understand at the same time, like, the Falconets are just dangerous, so you need to deal with them somehow. But, yeah, just food for thought there. Shake is backing up with a lot of mass. Is he going industrial? The Mahout raid coming in? That's hilarious. He does destroy a house and gets a good amount of idle time, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, but he's rocking into everything here! Oh no! What oh god! Those poor Indians getting crushed by the weight of the Mahout. Sad elephant noises. Yeah, rip. So he just wasted his Mahout for nothing. And now Spa here coming in, so yeah, what is he gonna do now? With there's no Sepoy blast that can stop that. It's like, he's just toast. Okay, Brit allies is gonna be nice, and the Mansabdar also going to be nice. Shake here, what is he doing? Just walking around, strolling through the hills of the Anatolia. Very peaceful this game is. Look at that. Look at those Jans. Just going ham. Jans move forward. They've got the W key held down the entire time. Alright, and now the Spa here, and the big bad Spahi with their mace and their hats and their horses with really long kilts. And Shake's scouting here. Let's see what he sees. So he knows there's a couple of Sepoys. LookTom, what does he see? He's about to see something really, really scary. And, yeah, the siege elephants moving around the side here. Oh man, a Yurumi pop would be insane right now, but oh my god, the villagers are migrating into the Spahi! It's going to be a massacre! It doesn't even matter if the Falconets go down, these are just, oh my god! Tom! No! Oh, poor Tom! Oh my god, he just lost so many villagers! Oh, god! Oh, the Avis are getting picked up quite nicely, though. Oh, god. Yurumi now? But, I mean, Spahi kind of just... He does lose his 6 Avis, but, I mean, 25 Vills now. Oh, my... Oh, another one! Another one! That was brutal. That was brutal. Shake, ahead of villagers over India. You know you're toast when that happens. 1k coin coming in hot. And all of the Spahi have full HP. He needs, like, what do you call them? Howdas, or, like, Zams. Or Gurkha to deal with this. I mean, Sepoys, they do have much more attack, and they are somewhat comparable on HP as well, actually. So full Sepoy's not bad, but if he's going to go Abyss, like, yeah, that's the thing. 1k coin for all this mass Abyss production. He's going to get veterancy behind this, and then, oh man. Now, what do these siege elephants do? They're just taking up a huge amount of pop space. Like, and that's the thing. Like, they do obviously stop the... Oh my... No! Tom, no, not like this! No! Oh, man. These Spahi have just been... The value they have gotten is absurd, and that is sad to see, quite honestly. But they're not going out without getting a few whips in. It's just they're so low HP, they're all dead, the Spahi are tanking so much. Nice micro, moving the low HP Spahi out of the way, getting them in a range to soak up more damage, and he's just got bigger mass. You need to back up here, Sunshine. This build needs to be moving too, you need to leave. You need to back up. These Jans are just going to walk forward, get your Explorer in there. Snare maybe, do something, I don't know. Now Mameluke's coming in, and oh god, LookTom is sending Gurkha, oh god. Oh my spaghetti. He a touch of my spaghetti. I mean, yeah, might as well, right? Like, just walk these down and just start being annoying. He's gonna take down some houses for his troubles. Siege elephant raid, you know? I mean, fair enough. Yeah, he needs to be pole tricking his Gurkha. There's a smaller number of Gurkha, and just use the Sepoy outrange, pole trick, just keep walking back with the Sepoys. Building another house here, so yeah, Shake is, like, I mean, he can just shoot this and he's popped. He doesn't even, like... Yeah, he's actually popped his the next Jan batch. The Mams here are just going to erase, though. But it'll give him good information that Mams are coming. It'll give him the information of your toast. I mean, they're doing a decent job. Like, Mams don't have the highest attack. They're just, you know, super tanky. So, gets down a couple of houses, and, I mean, you know, they did their job. They killed the Falconets. But now the problem is that Shake can just make more Falconets. Like, he can easily just start making Falcs, and you've just wasted a huge asset to stop that. And an expensive one. Like, if you pair that with your army, like, why not just, like, I know you can't take this fight, but just save them for later. You're India, you're not going to be pressed for pop space, you have a ton of wood all the time. Now migrating to the north side of the map. Moving all his units there as well. I mean, that's where most of the main eco is going to be. It makes sense. Redcoat's coming in, and these guys are really good against Cav. And they Shadow Tech as well, so they're really nice. But, I don't know, man. Shake's going to raid with Mams, maybe. and he's going to walk into all this, but he's going to turn around. Now sending British East India Company, very nice card to have. Ups all of your infantry, your ranged infantry at least. Unless it's, yes. Oh no, it also does Gurkha and Sowers. So yeah, it's a really great card. It's being annoying here, raiding with a couple of Jans, but they're just, you know, sieging. But they could be like shooting these Vels or something. He's scouting now. Let's look at his line of sight for LookTom. So he's seen the base. He knows what's going on. He sees Jan Avis. Shake. He knows what's going on. He knows he's hunting up here. He's walking down this way. He knows he's not hunting there. So he's kind of constraining him in the map. And he knows food is running out. Trees are also kind of like exposed, not near the town center or anything. So, yeah. Now sending Ender in school, increasing the hit point and attack of Azaps, Jans, and Nizams. So, good C point mass here, though. Nice mass of Gurkhas as well. Getting Redcoats in there. He's got the Mansardar. He needs the Mansardar Gurkha. Explorers also with 600 HP. You know, that's not to be sniffed at. They can tank. They can... Oh, yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing, Tom. You wasted your Siege Elephants, and you're about to be punished for it. The Mams are here to snare, the Jans walk forward, the Abis deal massive DPS, and the Falconets will just clean. Split the Mams, please, and just go snare. Just run forward. Just run forward, mate. Okay, or not. Just 4 movement speed until the Explorer snares. Now move the Falconets into position, and oh no, the gunmen are even shooting the Gurkha. Falconets are just gonna obliterate this infantry mass. Yep, it's... Oh boy. Mams are tanking so much. They've got the snare on. Sepoys or Gurkhas in melee with Jans, and that's the GG. Wow. He did out-eco Shake in the end, and Shake did not go for the Silk Road build. And yeah, that was just... Oh my goodness, the Spahi. What the fuck? Oh my... that hurts. I mean, that's just the game right there, right? You can't come back from that. It's just too hard to come back from that. It's quite unfortunate, but, yeah. Game 3. Yeah, so, yeah, Otto. Let's see. Player 1 was Otto. Player 2 was India. I said player 2 was India. What the fuck? That's weird. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Alright. Game number 3. That was game number 3. I'm just updating the score. And, yeah. Player 1 score. So it's 2-1. Shake over LookTom. And let's get into the next game if we can. Yeah, that auto, just the raid was just so painful. Alright, let's get you guys over to the map videos.
The Anatolian Peninsula is the homeland of the Ottoman.
Painted Desert is a lonely open range with scattered mesas and rich ore deposits. Hunting is plentiful, but wood is a little scarcer than normal. Lost cows can also be found wandering among the mesas. A string of 4 Apache and Navajo villages divides the map into 2 symmetrical halves.
Alright, everyone. Let's get you transferred over here. So, we've got a Britmere, and it's on, as the map suggests, Painted Desert. LookTom spawning in the south of the map in the colored green as the British, and he's got the nice flow. I want that kind of hair. Think I could pull that off? I think I could. Anyways. In the north of the map, We have Shake in the color red, spawning in as the Brits as well. Getting his herds in, getting his wood, gonna place some manor down, and be chilling. And I'm assuming the same here. He does get a nice wood treasure over this side for LookTom, but it's not really going to do anything. Yeah, sometimes you can go for a market if you get a good wood treasure and coin treasure. But I think Shake is going to be looking for the livestock around the map, which is very important in a Britmere to get that infusion of food when oftentimes the forward base war between musketeers happens and you need extra res to just sink into a ton of units at a moment's notice. So yeah. So LookTom getting 35 wood and 30 XP. Very nice. Shake working on a 80 XP treasure over here. And it's 3 coyotes. Pretty simple to micro down. The Apache and the Comanche this time. Alright, are on this map for the natives. So nice cavalry text there, but I'm not sure we'll be seeing that. Although the raiding potential for villagers that are out on the map, the Apache cavalry can be quite nice of just running in and out and deleting a handful of villagers on the map. Yeah, so interesting to see if either player goes for that. LookTom picking up the first cow of the match, and he's going to be working on a 60 food treasure. Very nice. That is nice to get at this point in the game. Maybe cut out a villager, eat a cow, age up a little bit faster, get your forward tower down, secure this position. I mean, this is just crying out for a forward base. Trees for pathing, in between 2 native settlements, food and coin behind you. So really, whoever secures this is going to be in a much better position in the middle to late game. Shake not getting any cows, though. It's quite unfortunate, because they are on this side of the map. I think he's just, like, getting really unfortunate. Like, if we look at his line of sight for... Well, this is LookTom's, so he has spotted the 1 cow. And he's using this cow, sneaking it all the way around the back. Very nice, just in case it gets sniped. Yeah, Shake missed a cow here, and there's, like, a cow right there. So, unfortunate. There is one in the center here. Both players might be coming to exchange some fellow words. And Shake does have the Explorer HP advantage at the moment. But he does get a shot off, so now... Okay, yep, they're just going to walk away from each other. Maybe just kind of posture. 17 vills for Shake. LookTom on 17 as well. He looks like he's on about 550 food, and Shake is at the same amount, maybe a little ahead. But, oh, he did get a cow, and he's eating the cow now to get the age up in. Maybe... Yeah, he's going to keep the 17th fill. There's no point to go idle once you get over halfway. Don't cancel. The villager. LookTom, on the other hand, he's not eating his cows, but he's going to age up, I think, relatively a little bit slower, but at the same time, I mean, Shake's clicking... Oh, but his villager's still in queue, so he didn't really eat the cow. Getting the age up in. LookTom also getting the age up in. I'm assuming they're both going for the governor. Governor for LookTom. The governor for Shake. Yeah, I mean, it's just pretty standard in Britmeres. Now, I'm interested to see, we've seen some high-level Britmere play before from many Brit pros, and sometimes they'll open 5 longbow just to, like, kill the musketeers that come in first, because you know there's not going to be cav, really, and then you start massing musketeers to protect the future, like, the longbows on the back line, or you could just go straight into musk. So interesting to see. Let's look at each player's deck here. Now, there are no trading posts, so the XP is going to be relatively slow, but Brit players don't mind that because they don't really need a trading post. So Shake has Virginia Company, he's got Coldstream Guards, the regular standard Musk upgrades, he's got Yeomen, and he has 3 rockets in deck, so very standard deck. LookTom, same thing, he does have 700 food and Irish Brigs, interesting. And he has siege archery. Okay. You know, I think that's interesting. I think the Briggs could be a really nice... Oh, and both players opting for forward bases, instantaneously getting their forward houses down to get the barracks down instantly. So Shake is about 3/4 of the way aged up. LookTom also about 3/4 of the way aged up. Getting a nice 100 food here for LookTom. That is smashing. They need to get their outposts. I think Shake's base is a little closer, I want to say. And he did start herding back that food. I mean, look at the food that got herded back here. 3 vills up here. They're both here at the same time. Barracks going up, outposts going up. He needs to be building a racks right now, but he doesn't have the wood. He needed to macro for that. He built an extra manor in age 1, and he's going to get musketeers out much slower because of it. Alright, yeah, now it's going up, but it's going up with 3 vills, so they're probably going to go up at the same time. He's got 16 seconds left here. Shake has 12. The outpost is already down for LookTom, and Shakes is just out here. So this is going to be a dicey little FB war. Shipping 6 musketeers for Shake. Shipping 700 wood for LookTom. I like this. I think that's a much wiser decision than going for 6 musk. But you have to make musks now. Okay, he is. $700 wood on the floor, getting a market down. He's going to get his market tax. He's going to be getting more manors for more villagers. And, I mean, he will have the musketeer advantage, don't get me wrong. And he probably, this could actually be very decisive in the FB war. But, I mean, there's, what, going to be 11 musketeers coming out here with just constant production? Yeah, so he's got 11 musketeers, all with 20 siege. So he's going to be doing quick mass 220, plus 18 musketeers. Only gets a batch of 4 out. That's terrible. You need to get 5. And these, he's going to yeah, he's just going to be able to, like, clean this tower. That's a huge. And now he's shipping 6 musketeers, but it's going to be too late. He's going to lose the outpost. And Shake can just back up and take fights beneath his outpost. So, very, very problematic here. Now sending 700 wood. He's on 21 villagers. LookTom is on 26, so he does have an extra 5, which is really big, but he loses his tower for it. And he's not even getting full batches. He needs to... He's selling food at the market. Oh, God, it feels bad. I think he's just a little flustered here. Didn't really expect that timing. 13 musks now versus 15, but the barracks is here to reinforce. It is imperative that he get out a full batch of musketeers here. He does pick up a couple house dancing here, so while Shake was sieging, he got some nice volleys, so that's good. He needs his explorer here in the fight. That could be huge. That's 500 HP to snare, to tank, to deal damage. LookTom now double raxing. He has a... Okay, so he does have a backup barracks in case the forward one goes down. And he's herding quite nicely. I would like to see him try and get this herd in, just in case the FB war comes down. Shake, let's see. Does he have a second barracks? I only see the one. He's on 24 villagers, now getting hunting dogs. Musketeer, he does have a shipment in queue. What's he going to send? 600 wood. Fair enough. Now, this is always the point in the game where you ask yourself, can I raid with musketeers without losing the FB war? Because you're going to have similar musketeer counts, but killing villagers is very important. Shake is a huge fan of this defensive formation, but he's going to lose musketeers here. They're all very close together, so these back ones are going to be able to shoot quite nicely. And he needs to get these in standard line column formation and move them forward. There you go. But yeah, 17 musketeers here for LookTom. 20 for Shake. And these Musk's reinforcements are not going to... Yeah, I mean, he stood there too long. Minuteman getting called here. He sees his opportunity to come and clean up this mass. And that could be massive. He was also getting shot by TC fire there for a couple of shots. And nice job turning around a Musketeer to tank and try and get a snare off on these following units so you can retreat. But that was a really nice pickup there. He's got 18 versus LookTom's 11. So he lost quite a bit there. And that's the thing. If you do go raid and you get caught out like that, where you're trying to come around the side, see if you can pick up some vills, it could be very, very decisive. He is on double racks, though, and Shake only has the one. He's building a second now. So now 24 musketeers. He really... Yeah, so he's on 31 villagers versus 31 as well. So, I mean, really close game here. Does he have steel traps? If LookTom has steel traps, that'll put him ahead in the eco. He does. He does, and now he's fully double pumping musketeers, and he's eating some cows. He's got this side of the map and herded quite nicely. Shake now putting a lot of manners down over here as well. Let's look at each player's line of sight. It's always fascinating seeing line of sight with Brit. And look at these excellently placed manor houses. Very nice job. I would like to maybe see one over here and then there. But I'm sure he'll work through his manor progression. Longbow's getting shipped now. Greatcoat's coming in. Shake's line of sight, by the way, a little more constrained, I would say. But there are a lot of vills where they need to be. So, yeah. 28 musketeers, 6 longbows coming from this forward tower, double pumping musketeers. LookTom getting musketeer hit points. I think that is a good idea considering he has 32! Back up and wait for this to come in. 173 HP versus 153, and he's got a way more musketeers. But Shake, oh yeah, yeah, this is gonna be like, I think the longbows will be nice for DPS, but I mean, HP for sure. An extra 23 HP. He's getting really good trades here. We're seeing a lot of green plus 10s. Longbow's in the nice, doing some nice DPS though. And the tower as well. He could be microing the tower onto the low HP units and then refocusing his units onto other... But the musketeers are all dead! And that card is single-handedly carrying this fight. And now he's sending it in. It's too late! And now, going for 4 settlers here, he's going to take down this tower and chase down these longbows and clean up any of the remaining musketeer batches. The scores indicated as well. 38 villagers for LookTom with 4 coming in. 37 here. But yeah, these longbows are getting picked up, and he's going to be able to clean this. And all these villagers are also exposed. I mean, this momentum here is just going to carry him through. And Shake resigns. GG, well played to both players. Musketeer HP really just... And the mass, the double rack, sending 700 wood first, getting more villagers. He lost his tower, but as we can see, the military unit population, and with the extra tech, just absolutely crushes the fight, and that was that. Yeah, head on eco as well, if we look at all resources gathered. Yeah, so, well played, GG's. Alright, so that was P2 victory and P1 defeat for Brits and Brits. Yeah, double Musk. You gotta do it in the mirrors. Because longbows can just get walked down and then they just die, you know? And that was the case there. Where is Brits? There we go. Oh, wait a minute. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. Victory, defeat. Yep, that's right. That's right. And then game 4. Alright, sorry about that. I was fumbling the bag there. P2 victory. P4 defeat. And it was Brit. And Brit. Alright, everybody. So game 5 coming right up. Let us look for the game, and we will get going. That was a good one. People say Brit mirrors are boring, but I honestly really enjoy them. I think they are, like, it really comes down to decision making that makes the difference. And I mean, we saw the decision making there, winning the game. Yeah, he was not microing the tower at all. You're right, Diesel. Like, yeah, it could have, but yeah, it is what it is. It's a best of 7. It is a best of 7. All right, I'm just refreshing for the game. All right, the next map. Let's get you guys over to that and get it going.
The Sud is one of the world's largest freshwater wetlands, a vast area of floating vegetation, home to hippos and crocodiles. Players spawn on their own island on either side of the swamp, near a trade route that bisects the wetlands. Sudanese tribes inhabit the edges of the marshes. Try to secure control over the central island to gain an edge over your opponent.
Now I'm going to update the scores really quickly as well. So it is 2-2 to LookTom and Shake. Alright, let's get to the game. Hello, and welcome back to game number 5 in the Spring ESOC round of 32 best of 7 series between Shake and LookTom, and we are on the map Sud. Shake spawning in the color teal, cyan, light blue, baby blue, Carolina blue, whatever you want to call it, as the United States. On the south side of the map, we have LookTom in the color green, spawning in as the Chinese. Very interesting matchup, this one. Now, both of these civs are... Well, we know USA is just, the best civ in the game, and also incredibly lame. But China recently... China's coming back into the lamer fold. They are spamming the Step Rider Keshik and the Porcelain Tower Age 1 Fast Industrial after semiing. And, who knows? Can China pull this off? We'll see. Now, both players going for a starting trading post. Very nice to see. Shake here. He's just, looks like he's going to be chopping for a house. And, yeah. First shipment, unless that was a subscription. Nope, that was a shipment. Chinese immigrants. Interesting. I mean, on this map, I don't really like that. You only get this TP, which can be easily contested, and then a native TP, right? But actually, at the same time, that could be good for Sudanese Red Sea Wagons. So, and you also get line of sight on this coin mine here, so it could be very effective, actually, to do that. And use that to also get some of these techs here. So, who knows? Let's look at LookTom. T-Export Village coming down. Quite nicely, no idle time. And we've got Boxer Rebellion, so you don't see that every day. And it looks like we just got a sub there. Wow, Lopsided Fluff coming in hot with 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Everyone who got one, you better be sending him some thanks. Great to see. All of these are really helpful to the channel and the page. Appreciate it greatly. So yeah, we've got the Chinese FI deck. No Keshiks, so he won't be doing the Keshik stuff, but he's going to be going for a different type of FI, it would appear. So, T-Export almost on its way in, probably going to be doing 12, 13 villager age up. It's typically what you get, and then he's going to probably, I would assume, go French Consulate, maybe Russia to get the blockhouse, but we'll see. He's going to be picking up a nice 75 wood treasure here. Very nice. Shake, looks like he spotted this 100 XP with, all of this eco, or XP coming in. It could be very nice. Capitalism is coming in as card number 2. Chinese Musks. Alright, nice. So he's going Musketeers. And honestly, Musk Huss does very well against China. But will Shake find the Huss button? Probably not. It's Shake. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, he probably won't. Anyways, going back over to his point of view, he's got a lot of giraffes in base. Looks like he's got his second herd he's working on here. Sending the levy ability. Where is he going to send this to? And he's going to his own Sudanese trade post. Very nice. So that's going to be very nice for him to get. You can also get a Scary from the Sudanese. That's, could be a Musk Falk play enjoyer, if you will. Dervish or not, I mean, they were super busted when they came out, but they're okay now. Alright, so he's getting close to age up. Oh my goodness, what the hell just happened? Oh my goodness, Bag AoE 3 with another 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Wow, you guys are just... Oh my goodness, there's more? There's more? Wow, you guys are too good. You guys are just too good. All right, China aging up here with the. Oh, did we get a raid as well? Wow, awesome, awesome. Welcome everyone. This is the best of 7 series between Shake and. Oh no, it's a hype train. Obviously, the train. Duh. Well, let's get that going. Let's continue this hype train. Get the subs in, boys and girls. Love to see it. So, meanwhile, LookTom working on a nice 80 coin treasure here, and looks like, oh my goodness. I can't tell. It's very confusing when I'm watching because the shipment noise is the subscription noise. So I don't know if somebody's getting a shipment that I need to be looking at their deck, or if I need to be doing something else. But, yeah. Anyways, nice treasure contestation here. And the stun ability has gone away, so we'll see who gets this. And it's... Oh, okay, Shake gets it, but he does escape. So the Disciple cannot snare, which is good. Since it has 5 movement speed. But, yeah, not bad. Porcelain Tower. How many villagers are on this? Let's take a look. 4. Very nice. He's getting some vills on coin. He's got 2 shipments ready to go. And let's see on the... Oh my goodness, are there more subscribers? Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Let's go. Thank you, Iron Turtle. Wow. Alright, and yes! Shake is doing it! He's going for the Red Sea Wagon trade tech. So it's going to come in, and he's going to potentially... So he's putting a stable down now. Okay. Now he's sending the Philadelphia Convention and 700 coin. Alright, very nice. LookTom, 7 Step Riders, allying himself with the British Consulate now. 700 coin behind this. Herd positioning is okay. He could plop a village like here maybe and then bring this and this in more inbound. But not terrible overall. Now these treasures are obviously very good to get. The 190 XP. 7 Step Riders now out on the pitch. The Euros coming up this Friday. Very exciting. Hope you guys... Oh yeah, and using these to get the XP is a really good idea. He's going to be able to get 700 wood or 300 export, whatever he wants. Now the Red Sea Wagon trade is coming in, and let's see what he decides to do here. Foundations are going down. He's going with 2 outposts. Interesting, okay. Ho! Shuda. Pastel de Flango Shinshai Melin. Great name. Oh! But the Step Riders are going to... Pay attention! He could... Yes, and he's going to be able to take this down because these guys have 25 siege. So they're each doing 100 siege each swing when the wagon is going down. And they're going to... Oh, yeah, so he's going to... That's really nice value from the 7 Step. And he killed the Explorer. So really nice here. Really nice play. Now he can just go raid. This tower's just only protecting this. But very nice job. Now, Pennsylvania Meeting House coming in, 700 coin is on the floor. He could have the potential to call Minutemen, or he could just levy the trading post again and just, you know, if he needs to, but he's just going to save it. Getting some nice idle time here. Nice defensive formation here. He's going to pick up a villager. Very nice pickup. So these Step Riders are getting a great amount of value, decent amount of idle time, 13 villagers in the town center, delaying this coin. And I tell you what, like, if these come in, actually not, this won't get killed. It builds too quickly. Just DE wagons build so fast. But that could have been... Yeah, now he's going for this trading post behind the base. Really nice job here with the Step Riders. Let's see what he's doing on the other hand. So yeah, he's got 700 wood that he's gotten in. He's got the British Consulate. He's aging up with the Confucian Academy here. So he's going to get the 8 Arquebusiers, building a village up towards the Hunts. Really like this build so far, and he's playing it quite nicely. I have to say, getting his War Academy down as well. Market Tech's not quite in, but he does have the wood, so he can get that. And he has a shipment in queue, so he's looking quite nice. USA, on the other hand, he's aging up with New Hampshire, so he's going up with the potential for a factory or Napoleon guns, and he's going to get 5 musketeers. Sending Minutemen now, wise decision. Stop the Step Riders. They are tagged as siege units, so these will actually counter them very nicely. However, they do have 7.25 movement speed, so they will escape. But, yeah, And, of course, these Minutemen will stay at half HP throughout the game. He could potentially pick up this treasure if he gets his Explorer back. Where is his... Oh, there it is. The massive building in the screen. Yeah, so he's gone up, and he's shipped the tech to make him age up faster and double the amount of XP crates he has. So he's going to have, like, 4 shipments. I'm not even playing, y'all. Yep, 2 shipments, and he's got 1,000 XP on the ground, which is going to give him probably 1.5 more shipments. Sending the Russian blockhouses for the economy. Skirmishers now coming in with the Step Riders, and the Chinese Explorer is buffed to 1,157 hit points. Gatling's in. The barracks is not up, actually. He doesn't have a barracks, so he's not going to get veterancy for the regulars, which I thought he was going to. Well, I guess actually he will with the Russian blockhouses. I'm stupid. But actually, you can't upgrade from there. I don't think you can. So, well, no, you can. You can. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, this tower's going to go down. These Step Riders also dwindling down. Oh, and the Frontier upgrade comes in just to do a little bit more fuck you damage. Yeah, that's quite unfortunate. But, and he's forced the blockhouses back quite far, to be honest. And, you know, having them here or up here is way more effective. So, again, the presence of these units is really just denying, you know, quite a bit so far. He's taken down 2 towers. He's now taking down a trading post and forced these back. So, yeah. Okay, he can get veterancy from the blockhouses, so that's pretty nice. For the Chinese one, you can't for some reason, but you can here. Gatling guns do pop out now, and he's going to be able to clean everything, so he does save this trading post. Carbine Cav coming on the way, and let's see what LookTom's doing. Now he's shipping 10 arc braziers. Now, I tell you what, Chinese... Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't see this. We were paying attention to the middle for too long. My apologies. He's got a nice Cav mass here. So he probably shipped the 5 meteor hammers. Yes, he did, and then made 2 more. Now, I'll tell you what, like, the Chinese heavy Cav can deal with this artillery quite nicely. But the Gatling guns, he needs to move these villagers. Yeah, the heavy Cav needs to crash on right now, and they can take down these Gatling guns. Like, they have such high range resistance, and his arc braziers, if they pop out now... They have range, yeah, use the ranged melee to kill the, yeah, look at them, they have multipliers versus artillery, so these Gatling guns are going to get melted. Arc Braziers also, if they get repelling volley in later in the game, will do a ton of damage to Carbine Cav and melt Musketeers. And he's just cleaned up this entire mass with the cavalry without losing much. Wow, the value he got from those was really good. So really nice play there. Nice movement with the cavalry around the front. He didn't have enough musketeers, and now look at this. He's got a huge skirmisher mass. Now sending intervention, really good idea for, you know, anti-cav against the Chapka Ulans. He doesn't have repelling volley in his deck. That's a crime. Sir. Oh, get rid of this. Repelling volley is infinitely better. What is Shake doing now? He can pop in a minute. Here come the Chapka Ulans. Oh boy. And with there's a decent amount of Carbine Cav, this is looking bad for China. These Chapkas will just absolutely eat this. And if he times Minutemen with this, oh, it could be juicy. It could be juicy. Chinese Explorer, though, is in. He could be spamming the shit out of the Disciples. I think LookTom either needs Manchu... Well, yeah, he doesn't even have a shipment, but this will help him along the way quite nicely. 190 XP, and he needs 300 more. But the Carbine Cav coming in, maybe going to get some pickups. Yeah, now he's sending Chang Daos and whatnot. Flying Crow will be coming in quite soon, and that's going to be nice. He's got a shipment as well. So, we'll see. And here comes the fight! Chapka Ulans, but the Carbine Cav is way out of position. Chang Daos, Meteor Hammers, Iron Flails, and Step Riders all making contact, and the DPS from the back line, like, is going to be great with these. The Chengdaos are a little out of position. Carbine Cav is sniping the cavalry down, and there's way too many Pulaski's Legion left. He needs to use these redcoats in melee instantaneously, like his life depends on it. Training disciples as well, though, and now he's going to take down all of the goons, and there's actually a decent amount of redcoats. 15 redcoats is more than enough here, and the Flying Crow is popping out just in time. He has a shipment. He can either go with basically anything he wants, and he's going to be pushing in. And Shake's eco is idled. He has 17 villagers in the town center now. He's not going to be able to get enough goons out. The Cav is low HP. He's now sending the church techs, but there's just too much. There's too much here, and oh boy. His eco is so idled. Loses the stable as well. Now he can make. LookTom is free to make Cav, sending the territorial army hit points and attack card. Flying Crow, is it coming up? Where is it at? It is there now, sieging. But he needs to protect the Flying Crow. I mean, it's not that great, but it does provide you quite a nice amount of siege. Oh, and it stays alive, and the Cav coming in is going to do quite a lot of damage here. And now training more of the Cav banner armies as well. Really, really nice play here. And yeah, he's just looking very solid. Taking down the blockhouses, and then the TC will be free. I mean, Shake still has 17 vills in there. These could be gathering on berries. These could be doing something, and he doesn't really have any response to it, and he resigns! He beats USA! What a game! Well played. And yeah, I mean, he just had all of the right responses. I think the thing that lost Shake the game was just pushing out way too early. Like, he can boom behind the blockhouses with TCs, he can chip 1k wood, but he decided to go aggressive, and his timing push was really not up to scraps. I mean, look at the military unit population, and it was all the wrong stuff. Like, he had nothing to body block for the Gatling guns, and he just got cleaned. Alright. So, game number 5. Ending in LookTom's success. So, P2 victory, P1 defeats. Player 2 was China, Almighty China, versus Player 1, USA. So, yeah. 3-2 in the series now. It's anyone's series still. And very excited to see what's coming up next. So let me update the score real quick. LookTom, 3-2. Alright, let's get to the next game going. And it is on Manchuria.
It's one of the world's
Manchuria's open land separates China from Russia. Although the region is dry and barren, its position along the coast presents interesting opportunities for an economy based on fishing and trade. Yaks are also found here and should be actively contested by the players. The trade route can be found either behind the players' bases or along the mountains in the west.
Alright everyone, welcome back to game number 6 of this best of 7 series. In the south of the map, we have Shake spawning in as Ethiopia in the color red here. Now this is a great map for Ethiopia. The livestock they can get with their Cav Explorer provides them so much value. Ethiopia, widely regarded as one of the top civilizations, but then again, Francois has the tools to deal with everything, and his native scout is picking up yaks. You know, that's a really nice feature for him to use, and he's going to go over and put down a trading post versus... Okay, yes, he's going for a trading post, I believe. Or not. Okay, yes, now he is. Alright, so a little delay there, but not terrible. Shake, let's see how many yaks he's got so far. He's also found 2. He's going to find another one, and he's going to find a nice 80 wood treasure as well. So that could be very nice for him to not have to, he'll have more value from the livestock. Alright, so let's look at the map. So there's 2 livestock over here, so rule of thumb, if there's 2 in the middle, then there's 2 over, like, they can either be on this side or this side, but they're never, like, all here, here, and here. So once we identify that, it's important, and he's picked up the livestock for France, and he's going to escort this back, and he ends up killing one for him, which is actually really important, because if France wants to 12-12 here, which it doesn't look like he's doing, and also macro, not good, 14 wood over is not what you want. He is getting another 70 wood here, which is quite nice, and he's also going to kill this native scout, which is critical. This native scout, when it goes invisible, can just see everything you're doing. It can walk over to these resources and see where your hunts are. It provides information. It's just so important that if you can kill it, you should. And it's so worth it. Now, he is popping 1 Vil in the TC, which is really just not that big of a deal. It's a Cav Explorer, and it also is only doing 9 damage, so kind of a waste of villager seconds in my opinion, but that's fine. He does have some water buffalo. Excuse me, I did not mean to mislabel you. Yaks, as I like to call them, friends, to eat. So he should have a very comfortable 13-20, and he's going to find some other treasures on the side of the map. Shake here, though, looking at, he's going to be picking up 2 more water buffalo. Excuse me, yak, sorry. He's already got 2. No, that's not, oh, yak, that is a Sero. I'm sorry, animals, you all look way too damn similar. You need to change up your looks. I'll stop calling you the wrong thing. Anyways. Oh, so he's going for a 14 Vil age up and eating a yak? Like, that just seems really... I don't know. I think you wait until the 13th villager is about ready to pop out, then you start eating the yaks. But, who knows? Up to him. Aben coming out now. More yaks on the way. Chaos ability is being used. Oh, but what? Look, Tom. You see he's doing this? You could easily have just crackshot it and stolen this. Well, you probably still can steal it, to be fair, but fair enough, I suppose. He's just going to be, yeah, hitting him, but the Aben is coming in and healing, so he's just going to be able to do this all day long, and nice, he shoots first, and again, gets the treasure snipe. He is going to get snared and probably lose because of the Aben, but I think that's worth it. You get 75 food. Now, wait, Shake's on 16 Vils? Really? Interesting. I feel like Ethiopia is a standard 15, 14 Vil age up. So, yeah, that was really important that he got that treasure, actually, to deny that. So he does go for the 13 Vil age up. Now just standard France things, getting his market techs. He needs to be putting some on coin, unless he's going like bow pike. Okay, there we go. Yep, there you go. And perfect. So, yep, one is herding. Where's this herding villager? Oh, he should be starting to herd in these hunts around the map. Let's see what Shake is doing. Shake now just aging up. He's got 5 yaks. Very nice. And there's another one back here and here, which he may find or not. But we'll see. That could be really important. I mean, that's the difference between 1,000 resources. Literally, like, it can be 1,000 resources, plus trickles over time. Looks like he's aging up with the Sudanese, so he's going to be doing the Red Sea Wagon Trade Triple Racks Rush. Which is just insane. As France here, hunting dogs, he does have placer mines as well. He's macroing pretty heavily onto coin. He has enough for steel traps. So I'm assuming, don't tell me he's going to start Cav. That just, like, you have to start Musks against Ethiopia. So 4 CDBs coming in. He's not queuing a Vil yet for some reason. So more idle time, more idle time, more idle time. Okay, well, that's like a villager. That's like, okay, he literally wasted a villager's worth of idle time at the TC. So quite unfortunate there. Sudanese age up almost in. He does have his Aben building on this forward mountain monastery, which is fantastic. So when this constructs, we're going to, like, look at the line of sight that this fucking building provides. It's unbelievable. You think you can sneak past here? Nope. Nope. And with this going up in a second, look at this! The dude just sees everything! Everything! It's actually insane. LookTom, on the other hand, I mean, what is he going? He's going Huss! Oh, God. I mean, maybe he can get idle time. If he can kill some villagers, fair. Prized bowl coming in for Shake now. Getting another, 75 coin treasure. Red Sea Wagons now coming out. Little late. Like, this is a little late, I must admit. Like, this could be rushable. I mean, the Red Sea Wagon trade can sometimes be rushed, depending on the timings of this. But, at the same time, like, 5 Huss have just popped out, and they're now just going to be doing whatever, I guess. He's going to need a barracks. He shipped 700 wood, so I'm assuming he's going for a barracks. He's getting his villager upgrades, which is essential as France. You always get them, no matter what point in the game, unless it's like the beginning, obviously. But, oh, nice. He's picking up more cattle as well. He's going to be able to kill this, or just bring it back. Huss going in, and LookTom has obviously identified that, or excuse me, Shake has obviously identified with the massive fucking line of sight that there are Huss there and there, which is just nuts. Although he did also walk right by him. He could just kill this Aben right now, which would be really nice. That's 2 vills. Yeah, so I mean, fair play. Tom! Oh, please don't tell me you're going to lose a vill after you saw that coming a mile away. It's gonna, oh my goodness. So he does lose a vill. But he loses a Hussar. So Shake has some, or excuse me, Shake. How did he lose? I'm mixing them up. LookTom now sending 700 coin. He's building a barracks. So, a little semi-FF here by France. Low HP Hussar. Yes, I mean, like, is Shake pushing? He's going to have to push. Yeah, he's now getting his Ksenia. But he is idled. Like, he's not getting any food right now. So, he's going to have to bring these Ksenia back. So, LookTom's doing a nice job here. Just idling this economy. And, I mean, look at this. He's delaying. He's only going to get out, like, a handful of Ksenia here. Versus the ideal 10. So, his Huss doing a nice job. Just being annoying. And, yeah. And, if he successfully ages without having any pressure from this Red Sea Wagon trade, age 2, it's going to be so impossible for LookTom to deal with this. Or for Shake to deal with this. He's training Musketeers in transition. I like this. Just getting mass, because as soon as the age up comes in, he's going to push. And he's identified the base building and what the strategy is for Shake. So, it could be really nice for him. Let's see if he has any, what he might send in age 3. Probably Falconets or Skirms. Ksenia going up here for the trading post. I get that's fine. I mean, you guaranteed value. But I would prefer to be applying pressure on these CDBs, making sure that they don't, gather any resources in transition to produce units, etc., etc. Calling Minutemen for this trading post. Interesting. Now, yes, keeping these 2 Hussars alive, very important. They're just going to run around. Cause more idle time. But Shake having to leave 5 Ksenia behind because of the raids, so that's important. And he essentially has Vet Musk here with the Minutemen. The trading post does go down, and these have 4.5 movement speed, so the Minutemen timing is not going to really get anything. He could potentially trap here. Vill's getting raided at the bottom side here. LookTom now getting veterancy for his Musketeers, and yeah, these last 2 Hussars aren't going to do too much. But he is catching these Giskeña out, which is really important. But they're not vet yet, and the closer these things get to you, the faster their rate of fire is. So they're going to do a lot of damage, and more reinforcing Giskeña coming from behind. And if he kills all of these musketeers without any significant mass of veteran musketeers, the Falconets aren't going to do anything. And the Giskeña are just going to be able to chase this down because of their movement speed. And he's also going to have the Explorer to snare, and oh no! LookTom is in serious trouble here. These things can do so much damage. He can just right-click. He's going to, yeah. And the splash damage when you're up close like this is not as deep as if you're, like, far away. And the Falconets go down! Oh, and he loses his entire H2 tempo. What is LookTom doing? He's making more musketeers. I feel like, I guess you kind of have to. But I feel like skirms are what you need. Like, you need to wall and skirm at this point. What happened to this building? Oh, he just moved it over. But, like, because musketeers just won't trade against these guys that well. They just won't. Now Shadows coming in, and look at this. He's got, oh my god, look at those thick, juicy boys. Influence is now on the ground. He's got an insane remass, like, absolutely insane. Now just queuing up a bunch of Dervish. He could send Cannoneers, he could go, yeah, he is sending Cannoneers. Oh no, he can't, so he's going, wait. No, they just came in, yeah. So Cannoneers, Giskeña, Shuttle Warriors. I mean, he could send Big Benny again. He could go 700 coin. He could go Giskeña damage or hit points. Like, he's cooking right now. Unless he misses a batch of shuttles, but... Oh yeah, skirms are the move here. You're going to need halbs. Honestly, skirm halb is like the move, I think, against Ethiopia. But that's really intensive on gold, and he doesn't have a lot of gold in base left. Like, he's going to go up here. So I understand the play for Musketeers, because they also, you know, do frontline damage against whatever the fuck is here. But, oh god. Oh boy. Oh boy. And he's pushing into these mountain monasteries. Don't forget, these provide a massive healing aura to the entire area surrounding them at 0.5 HP per second, which can be very, very, like... Oh god! Oh, here come the Shadows. They're just gonna go absolutely gorillas on this stuff. Yep, just path right past them. The Giskeña are just gonna walk forward. Sudanese Dervish also with 5 movement speed, doing melee damage at range. Gonna do very nicely against skirmishers as well, and there's just so many Shadows in Giskeña, like, you're toast. It's so... Oh, it's painful. It's painful. Oh, god, goodness. Shake, on the other hand, just spamming Shadow Warriors and just selling for... Oh my god, look at that. 400 coin. Boom. Easy. Easy. Easy double racks with nobody on coin. Yep. Makes sense. Can you guys tell that I'm a big Ethiopia fan? Huge fan. And now shipping 6 Giskeña, of course. LookTom double raxing Skirmgoon, but I don't think he can make his way back from this. Like, this unit composition is so difficult to defeat because you have, you know, like, these guys do melee damage. They also shoot faster when they get closer. They have one, like, look at the range attack, 1 rate of fire. There's so many Shadows. Cannoneers doing siege damage to skirmishers, and the Shadows are just going to absolutely just decimate this. He needs to bring all of his units up here and just clean, and then the game's over. Like, don't waste your Shadows without reinforcing them with Giskeña. Yeah, and all these CDBs are going to die, and he just calls it GG's. Alright, so that means we have a game number 7, and look at that! 49 Giskeña at what? I guess it is 12 minutes, but still, very, very difficult to beat. Alright, everyone, let me flip you over to the home screen. Let's update the scores. It is 3-2-3 all. So, what's going to happen? Game 6, we had P1 victory and a P2 defeat.
I'm running out of baguette. I need more baguette. Fuck me.
Alright, we had Ethiopia as player 1. Player 2 was France. Where is France? What the fuck? Oh yes, French. Alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, we are in for a series finale.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back.
Welcome back, indeed. Alright, game number 7. I'm gonna go search for this, and buckle up. The final map is going to be on Cascade Range.
The Cascade Range is an inhospitable mountain range along the North American west coast. Its sparse hunts and small tin mines are complemented by an equally limited amount of fish in 2 small lakes on the sides of the map. Be quick to collect the many unguarded beaver treasures, because you won't find much else.
Alright, here we are. Game number 7. Best of 7. Round of 32. ESOC Spring Championship Tournament on Cascade Range. At the bottom of the map in the color blue, we have Shake playing as Russia. And on the north of the map, we have LookTom in the color green as the Aztecs. Now, this map does not have a lot of resources on it, as we can see. There's a couple of ponds with a decent number of fish. Nothing crazy, though, and there's not many treasures, as Widgie noted in the map overview. The Nootka sediments are available, as well as the Klamath. Now, the Klamath, if you don't know, they can also pick up treasures, and they also can chop wood, albeit very slowly, but they, yeah, like, they're just kind of skirms. So, this is going to be interesting. Both civs can be very aggressive, and it's really going to come down to who can control the map. So, we'll see how this plays out. Just getting some small treasures here and there. It's going to be a relatively slow age 1. Shake picking up 40 food. Now, the thing for to note on this map, since the treasures are relatively small, the XP that you gain with the Aztec Explorer, if you're killing it with your Eagle Scout, is only going to be, like, there's not many big treasures for you to, like, there's a lot of coin that gives you no XP to kill Guardians. Like, it will slow down their age 1 tempo a little bit. So that is something to take note of. LookTom here. Warrior Priest is just vibing hard. Generating experience. Shipping is 3 vils. Let's look at each player's deck. Alright, so he does have the High Priest of Extilaton. That is a very decent card for Warrior Priest. It's mostly for the War Chief over the effectiveness of the Warrior Priests, because Warrior Priests are still cracked. Coyote's Ottoman, yeah, so he's filled stacked in Age 2 with Smoking Mirror in Age 3. Very nice War Chief card. He does have the 6 Skull Knights as well, so it's going to be interesting. Now, let's look at Shake here. Alright, he's got Porachix. You know, I don't hate that. I just don't love that. I mean, he does have Sovnia, so, you know, his Cav Archers, Strelets, Porachix will have more melee damage. And he does have this card, which increases the hit points for more nearby infantry. So it looks like we might see, like, Strelet, Haub, maybe? Who knows? Who knows? Let's look over at his base. Distributivism is coming in. Picking up another 40 food. Honestly, every single little food treasure you can get as Russia is so critical, because there's just this painful time period where you're idle, and you really want to avoid that. You want to age up early as possible as well, get forward blockhouse down, and apply some pressure. Let's look at each player's line of sight briefly. So, Shake discovered mostly everything around his base. LookTom, you know, he does obviously have the Eagle Scout, and it's not going to be able to help him that much in treasure gathering, so he's explored quite a bit, and he's identified where several of the key important herds are in Shake's side of the map. So, yeah. It looks like he's going to get age around 15 vils. So, yeah. Let's look at Shake. 14 vil, and he's clicked age up now, and he's going with the quartermaster, of course. He's going to pick up that last 100 wood, and I would assume put down a forward base, maybe back base, depending on... I feel like on this map, though, you really need to be as greedy as possible with the map control, because otherwise you're just going to get starved to death and lose. And particularly as Russia, where all of your vills are on food, like, you burn through food really quickly. So he needs to be very cognizant of that. He's starting to herd more. He's got a decent amount of food in base, but we'll see. LookTom, decent base design. You know, these trees are covering this mine. Nice little chokes in between the trees and the market as well. He's aging up, and he's aging up with the Elder, so that will be the slow age up for him. I think that's a wise decision. I mean, he could go fast age and try and put pressure for the forward blockhouse, but I think... Oh, okay, so Shake's actually doing an in-base blockhouse. I think I'd rather have that here. I guess it does kind of choke off this position so you can safely get resources, but yeah. So, interesting decision to go in base and not aggressive. Although, rushing Aztec is next near fucking impossible if they just spam warrior priests and warriors. Like, you can't do shit against that. Like, honestly. Jags pop out. Warrior priests also just doing, like, a bunch of damage in melee, tanking a bunch. It's the war chief as well. Like, you can't really do that. So he's looking around for the blockhouse, and he's going to be surprised to not see one. So, Shake got his villagers in queue. He's got enough food to queue musketeers, and right away, and then probably send probably Cossacks at this point. Maybe Strelets just to get more idle time. I personally enjoy Cossacks. I just love Cav in general, but yeah, so he's going for Strelets. I think that's a wise decision because, oh, he sees the War Hut going up, and he's going to snare it, and that's going to be nice. And he needs to queue these Musketeers right away. He will time it nicely for when the Strelets pop out, so that will work. Did he delete the Foundation? Where's it going now? Interesting. Alright, so, please queue Musketeers for the love of God. Or, thank you. You don't need to queue 10, just queue 1, and then queue Villagers, and but, anyways, he should be sieging with this realistically. Like, the Explorer is going to, he can do 84 damage to this, and, like, that's not, like, a little. That's, like, that can make or break whether this pops something out, whether you siege it or not. But now a Toten's coming in. Okay. Interesting. I wouldn't go a Toten first, to be honest, just because, like, if he starts Cossacks, you're toast. Although you do have Jags, but, I mean, I don't mind this, per se. But, yeah, now going for the second blockhouse. In base, playing very defensively. LookTom, on the other hand, shipping 8 a Toten. He's shipped 9 a Toten. He's sending the Aztec scouting party, Big Button. He's making Plume Spearmen. Yeah, so he's got a decent... He's going to have a really decent mass here, honestly. So, yeah. And then I think after that you can just go Coyotes and just deal with most of the Russian mass. Cossacks now coming in. 3 more villagers, more musketeers. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a mass and fight type situation. I don't know about pushing with all of this into double blockhouse town center fire, but, you know, you do need to make something happen, I suppose, with all the tempo you have and sending unit shipments. So, I think Shake's going to be fine here, to be honest. Like, yeah, double blockhouses. Just focus the Jags down and the Spears, and you'll be good. And the Strelets will be able to keep up. Although, all of that... Oh, yeah, here comes the Cossacks to snare. And the Musketeers now coming back on the reinforcing side. And they're going to be able to snare him. There's not a lot of anti-cav. Now, nice micro there by both players, actually. Pull tricking and then drag boxing to pull the Cossacks back. Baiting with the Cossacks a tank to potentially snipe. But, you know, really nicely done by both of them there. Now each player has identified what the compositions are. and can go from there. I think really, if he makes like coyotes, if you're LookTom, yeah, yep. Here comes the 5 coyote or the 10 coyote switch, and it's going to be pretty good, honestly. I mean, there's a decent amount of ruskets, but we'll see what Shake's making. More ruskets. Yeah, so I mean, there's a decent amount of a Toten. Like that's gonna be. He doesn't have a lot of siege though. I mean, once these go down, yeah, send the coyotes around with the Ottoman. I would, and like just, I mean, you could also just siege this and just be done with it. And getting rid of a 1 blockhouse is huge. Like he could go for the second one. He can back up. He can really do what he wants. I mean, Shake can't really fight against like this many coyotes. He doesn't have like the right stuff to do this. He's sending 4 Cossacks now. He needs to time this with Minutemen, and he needs a market. Oh, he doesn't even have a market. Oh, God. Second blockhouse goes down. That's humongous. And, yep, you just back right up, mass a lot more, and then just push in again. And, yeah. That just... he has all this res, which is literally macroed for Russian villagers and musketeers, but he just can't make anything. So he's kind of stuck here. Food in base looking a little low, and Tom knows that because he's running out of food in base as well. And so he's going to send his coyotes down and around the map to see if he can pick up anything. And yeah, I mean, just look at these guys, man. The pathing on these is absurd. All shock infantry pathing is just S tier. They're able to just sneak through so many gaps. They can literally run in between units. Like this right here, they can sneak through. Like they can get through these paths. Huss would just like run around the entire thing to try and get in. So effective, cost effective, statistically good. Like yeah. All right, so Shake here. Got his blockhouse back up. Looks like he's going to try and get this herd in. He's going to need it. He's on berries. Oh. Scores are close, though, and Russia underscore very heavily, so he's got a lot of score in mass, but positionally on the map and in the game, like, let's look. Okay. Oh, Coyote Tactics. Yeah, so he's going to get speed and hit points. That's a great card. And, you know, the thing is he has the map. He can also Warrior Priest boom behind this. He can send 5 Vil. He could go with 2 more War Huts, like place one right here, and then, like, really constrain Shake to just suffocate until he taps out. That's a lot of Coyotes. And if we look at Shake's army here, he does have 9 Cossacks, but, not a lot of Strelets either. I mean, look at all these Ottoman. He's picking up Vils on the food. Now going for Halbs, and this might be the time we see that Porochiks actually get used in a competitive 1v1 game. Just scouting around, nice. Using his... Yeah, he sees he's on berries. Very nice use of that 1 coyote, and now it's at 6.8 movement speed. I mean, it's literally faster than a fucking Cossack.
I'm running out of baguettes. I need more baguettes.
Yes,
Fuck
more
me.
baguettes, indeed. Honestly. This guy, like, if somebody could ship baguettes to this home city, he would be in a great position. He'd have plenty of food. But he's starving, and he's trying to make a move here. Both players kind of posturing. And, more musketeers. What is LookTom doing? More coyotes. He's housed though, so he doesn't get a full batch. But yeah, honestly, I would honestly consider throwing Vils on to get more community warrior priests and maybe attack dance as well if it comes down to it. Like he should have shipped, I think. Actually, Coyote Tactics is really good. I can't really blame him for that. Another thing on this map is Aztec's getting XP, and now he's got a 4.3% extra damage to all of his units. So he could put more Vils on there, and I think he should. They're literally faster than Cossacks. This is insane. And Minutemen getting called now, and he's just going to back up. I mean, look at this. The Cossacks can't even snare. Now he's pulling into this area where the trees, and oh god, the drag box comes in for the reverse. The Halbs are in the back line, not able to get to the front. Jag's now getting into the mix, swinging and promoting. And Ottoman, with their 1.5 deep rate per fire, just going to put out a lot of DPS. The Ruskets are going into melee as well now, but this is a cleanup for Russia, and Russia's cleaning this fight up quite nicely. There's just so many Ruskets. Villager pull coming in now. Villagers just shooting whatever they can, and there's a couple of promoted units, but there's just not enough. He's shipping spears, but they're not going to do anything. And that was a decent trade, honestly. He killed all of the Cav, but he needs more Ruskets because Coyotes can come back in. And yeah, really nice. And he's going to be able to go out, push out on the map, maybe secure some more food for himself. But he has no anti-Cav whatsoever. Scores are looking really good for Russia, actually. Now he's sending 700 coin. I agree. Just put everybody on food. Just mask Ruskets. Spears coming in, but I mean, all the Cav is dead. Surely 3 Warrior Priests or 2 War Huts just right here would be a better move than 6 Plume Spearmen. Although, he could build a stable. 700 coin, I don't know. I just feel like 2 War Huts insulating your position here would be significantly better for your advantage. He does have a nice massive anti-cav, though, so I can't blame him, and he's already got another shipment. Since he is able to generate XP from the community plaza, now he's dancing for his war chief. Very important to get that back. I mean, that's 750 HP of tanking, snaring, just, it's very important. And not only that, the most important thing is getting extra XP in battle. That's so important. Does he have the upgraded tech? He does not. So he could double the effectiveness of the XP bonus generated for the aura. It's only 50 of each resource. Maybe it's 100 now. I think it is 100. They nerfed it. Yeah, it's 100. So, yep. Now he has... How many warrior priests? 4, but these aren't dancing, so they're just kind of idle, unfortunately. Gonna get some raids in with the Coyotes. I think that's a wise decision. Use your army, move it around the map. I mean, Shake's literally just chilling on berries and 700 coin shipments at this point. Now sending New Order regiments. Very good to get to upgrade all of your units. I mean, realistically, you can't really send anything else. Maybe 700 wood. He is getting a stable now, and some Cossacks would be very good here, I think. Just 1 to fight against Coyotes, and 2 to just tank in general. Decent musket mass now, 19 musketeers, 15 strelets. Now getting great coats. Let's see, more Coyotes. Yeah, I think it's just going to be Coyote Atone for the win. Like, honestly. Combat Dance is coming in. He spotted some Vills here and some... Oh, okay. He does lose a Coyote, but he's going to have to back up. And these Vills are ripe for the picking. One Vill just goes down instantly. Oh my god. Holy shit. They just got melted. And the spears are going to get in there. I tell you what, they do 12 hand attack, and they're going to do quite nicely. He needs to pull these off the villagers, though, and just start attacking the Ruskets and kill everything. He's making more Coyotes. What is Shake doing? He's queuing more Musketeers. Oh, and the cover mode Puma Spearmen are soaking up so much damage. And oh boy, is this going to be the game? I think it might be. I don't know. The Toten's now just moving point blank range and just dealing tons of damage to these Strelets. And look at these. They're just soaking up in the cover mode and snaring at the same time. And oh man, that was a huge cleanup. Still has a decent amount of siege left and maces. Coyotes looking around for food. And by food, I mean villagers getting food. And he's got nothing left to send. Doesn't look good. Berry bushes are running out. On the other hand, more pikes getting made. He's got, Eagle Scouts in the mix. He's got Puma Spearmen. Decent massive skirmishers. Takes down another blockhouse. And he's just going to back up here and be happy. Building a diabolical war hut there. That is That is, oh, and he's doing it on this side as well! Oh, that's so... Yeah, so he is just really constraining Shake now. The war huts are coming in, and if he sees this blockhouse going up, he could easily send coyotes over there to just pick up the remaining villager. And, oh man, it's just looking so rough. Still on the attack dance, I would like to see him maybe dance for warrior priests or generate XP. Probably warrior priest, since he doesn't really need any shipments at this point. He could go for 700 wood and get a huge mass, or 600 wood and get a huge mass. And yeah, Shake sees the war hut going up here, and he's just going to have to turn around. And he's just denied completely all of this food and this coin, and he's just standing there, hands on the hips. Yeah, like, what do you do? What do you do? I don't know. Game 7, can't just resign. You got to play your hard out, but yeah, it's just looking tough. It's looking really rough. Now sending Cav HP and line of sight for 4 Cossacks. God. Yeah, and he's just getting pushed back and forth between this. And he's trying so hard. 108 XP for that blockhouse going down. Oh my goodness. Coyotes going in. Spears moving in on towards the Cossacks here. Villagers getting into the mix, just body blocking. Ottomans shooting at the Cav here. They need to be shooting at... Okay, shooting villagers now. That's fine, I guess. Needs to be shooting the Ruskets, though. Villagers just going into melee here. He's doing everything possible that he can. And I'll tell you what, villagers in melee against these plumed spearmen will actually do fine, because when you go into guard stance, you lose your melee resistance. Oh, maybe not. What? How do these plume spheres have 20% melee resistance still? That's cheese. That's a bug. That's surely a bug. Oh, and these Ottomans aren't doing anything. They're just sieging. They need to be picking up these muskets. And this, look how much this is tanking. I mean, second blockhouse likely to go down. Actually, no. Tom is just trickling in units here, just idling a ton. I mean, he knows he can, but he's being quite wasteful. Now the Cossacks are coming in, and he's gonna have but 3 spears on the back of this. Yeah, he needs to back up. I guess he doesn't. And now dancing for his war chief back again, and yeah, scores are looking diabolical. And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Shake has resigned. LookTom in the best of 7 of series number 1 of the round 32 spring tournament for ESOC takes Shake down, puts his name in the round of 16. How you take that? And yeah, really just constricting play there, choking him of absolutely all resources. He did have a nice fight, but it didn't matter. And the villager population at the end there just had to pull the vills. And look at this. I mean, just... Wow. There you have it. And let's go back to the home screen, update the scores one last time. And yeah, GG's all. That was a great series to watch. I thoroughly enjoyed casting for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Thank you to all of the people who subscribed. There were a bunch of subs in the throughout the series, which was just fantastic. I really appreciate it. So player 1, Russia. Player 2 was Aztec. And yeah. So next up, we have the 13 GMT, which I think is 1 p.m. Or no, it's 15 GMT, so it's 1 p.m. So coming up again, I think at 1 p.m., we will be having a second series played between, let's see, alright, give me a second here. Alright, so what did you guys think of that series? I thought that was a cracking series, honestly. Really good games, interesting strategies, back and forth. I mean, going to 7 just really shows you the caliber of player that each of them are, and the competition for the rest of the tournament as well. That's something to think about. Yeah, I'm very excited to open up for you guys on this series as well. First solo cast on Isak. Great. And yeah. Got some big names in chat. Caverna, Lionheart, Crabgot, Diesel, Stingaboo, Big Swish, Lopsided Fluff. Love it. Come get some, lovely UI, lovely caster. Appreciate it. I did my best, you know. Big Moonshine, what's up? Melanchola, King of Osmane. Big Puggo play. Co-caster where? So the second series is going to have come get some. Let me just Google this, make sure I'm not like stupid. What time is 15 GMT to EST? Oh, it's 11, so it's right now. All right. Come get some. I'm going to come into the chat, and then I will hand it off to you for a moment. All right, actually, I'll let you know. Hey, Big, come get some. How we doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, here, man. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. All right, let me add you. You don't have a camera actually, so I'll just keep that off. All right, so I will be right back. I'm going to use the restroom and get some water after that, and then I'll be able to go for the next one. Are the player? If you can let the players know we're ready, then.
Yeah, sure, man. You
All right.
deserve a break after that great cast. See
Thank
you
you.
soon.
All right. Hey, thank you, Iron Toto, for the sub. Appreciate it. I'll be right back.
So hopefully I'm audible. Please let me know in the chat while my Hongpai is away. So we'll have the next series starting pretty soon, guys. So it will be best of 7 between Hawk and Melanchola. So yeah, I think we are already off to a great start. The first series in the ESOC Spring Championships going all the way to the 7 games, and LookTom taking it 4-3. So congratulations to LookTom. And let me quickly check the brackets. Oh, so LookTom will be facing Frontline in the round of 16. Pretty interesting, pretty interesting. Oh, so thank you, chat, for confirming. I'm audible. You know, I have PTSD with all the audio issues in the stream. Hopefully, this time it's fine. But now we'll quickly move on to the second series between Hawk and Melanchola. So, so we do have the confirmation from the players on, the first, the Civ bans and the first matchup. I'll just wait for Mahongpa to come in, and then, we can get started. Meanwhile, about these players, I think Melanchola is a solid DE player. I remember casting a couple of games, him versus King of Osmane. I think Melanchola plays Africa Civs excellently.
Mm.
So that's something we'll have to watch out for. And we have Hawk Girl. I think a very experienced team player. I think I've seen him play more than like 3K games. So yeah, and I've been seeing him grinding on the ladder, playing some revolts and all that,
Very
the
nice.
meta stuff. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting series. Yeah, welcome back, Mahangpa.
Thank you.
So
Thank
the
you.
players are ready. So yeah, I'll let you update the UI and everything, and we'll be good to go.
So it's Hawk and Melanchola, right?
Right.
Got it. Oh, this should be an interesting one.
Oh, definitely. Plus, I think the biggest change I noticed in the spring championship is it's best of 7 from the get go. So even
Yeah,
round of 32 is the best of 7. So we are getting some, pretty nice matchups and diverse picks. So
I
yeah, that should be fun.
I totally agree. I think it looks really good having the different best of sevens from the beginning, so you get like truly like deep into some players' civ pools. Do we know the matchup? Oh yes, we do. It is going to be okay. Got it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So match number 1, we have Hawk queuing up as Spain, and Melancola's queuing up as Inca. Where is Spain on this? Spain. Inca. Okay. All right. Now
And the stiff bans are also pretty interesting, Mohammed.
yes.
So, as I mentioned, Melanchola and Africa Enjoyer, Hawk knows all about it, and he has chosen to ban Melancola's Ethiopia.
Oh, okay. So Melanchola has banned a interesting pick there of Ethiopia. Or Hawk banned or Melanchola banned?
Hawk banned Melancola's Ethiopia,
I see.
and Melanchola has banned Hawk's USA.
Oh, very good decision, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to it. I will pull up the game, and we'll hop right into the second round or series in round 1.
That's right, I'm hyped. And the map will be none other than Great Plains. So we got a Spain versus Inca on Great Plains to start off the second series between Hawk and Melanchola.
Absolutely.
Oof, I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, so tell me your thoughts on this matchup here. I mean, in my opinion, like, Spain just demolishes Inca.
Does it? I think we are definitely going to see something like an FF Wars. But, I have seen some builds, especially by Kinesi and some of the, OG Inca players, where they just go a quick FF and put the fort right in the base. So, even the
Yeah.
cannons or the Spain push doesn't do anything to the Incan base. And then they eventually try to, outboom and outplay Spain. But yeah,
Yeah,
let's see what happens.
that is very true. It is very possible that the FF into fort can happen. And here we go. So since we already played the map intros on the previous series, we will just get right into it, if that's fine with everybody. So we have game number 1 between Hawk and Melanchola.
So, Mohammed, just to check, can you just share your screen in the
Yes.
Discord? Yeah.
Yes, let me do that. That is a very good call. Alright, let me know when you can see that.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, all good, man. Take it away.
Alright, let's get to it. Welcome back, everyone, to the casted series best of 7 in the round of 32 for the ESOC Spring Tournament. Game number 1 between Hawk in the north in the color blue, or the south rather, spawning in as the Spanish. And on the opposite side of the map, we have Melanchola spawning in as the Incans in the color red. And he looks like he's getting to work right away on this 210 XP treasure, converting this Guardian. 5 movement speed. Very nice pickup. He's going to be able to scout much more efficiently and get more treasures that way as well.
Yeah. But I personally think it's always a little bit of a gamble to go for those, mid-map treasures. Spain has that pet dog, and Spain can very much, go and steal that EXP treasure if he scouts the map. But yeah, let's see what will happen.
Yeah, and I mean, how many is it at this point? Yeah, 2 Bandit Black Riders. Spain could easily take this right now. So yeah, that is a very risky play, as you mentioned. Spain's H1 is the best in the game. The dog, the explorer, and just, yeah, really, really strong, and you could just bully other civilizations. Looks like we're getting a standard opening play here for Inca, just 2 Concha houses. Now, with the FF, I think you go for a trading post, am I correct?
Yeah, I think so too. But
Yeah.
let's see. Maybe Madankola gets the trading post in transition. We'll have to
Yeah.
watch out for that. But notice the very defensive Kamcha house placement.
Yes.
So yeah, so I don't think it's going to be an aggressive opening. But yeah, let's see. Ooh, what's the treasure that he's getting?
75 coin. So not the 110 food that sometimes spawns on this map. But Shake sees a nice 85 wood here. His explorer's on the other side, though, picking up a smaller treasure. Let's see. He has his house down already. So shipments in queue. Let's look at the decks. So very interesting deck. I don't know why you have Town Militia as Spain here. Typically, you're going to be the aggressor. He does have capitalism as well as the church card or the what do you call it? Unction. No
Yeah, I
marvelous
think the
year.
town militia is just to defend versus a, maybe an aggressive H2 play versus some African civs or some civs. But yeah.
Yeah, it seems like a not a deck made for this game, but a deck that is just standard. Interesting that he doesn't have Spanish Gold or Marvelous Year in there. Let's look at Melancola's Incan deck. So he does have exotic
That's the
hardwoods.
problem.
He does have Chicha Brewing, Carrere, road building for faster infantry as well, and 2 TCs. So
Ooh,
yeah,
interestingly, I don't see a fort or that Machu Picchu card, whatever it is, in the Inca deck.
yeah, it's
So
not
there
there.
might even be just an H2 pressure from Melanchola. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, but
Yeah,
yeah, grabbing that 210 XP treasure. I think Hawk went for the 85 wood treasure. So both
yeah.
have been, excellent in their early age one treasure gathering till now.
Yes, definitely. But I think getting 210 XP in two of these guys is also just very effective for his overall gameplay. Let's talk about the natives a little bit while we're still in Age 1. Comanche, of course, for the cavalry, speed upgrades, and other cav hit points. And then the Cheyenne for the famous 12 Bison tech.
Oh yeah, I think that's my favorite tech yet.
Oh, yeah.
Being a classic legacy player, and you even used to have those, Cheyenne used to be called Lakota, and used to have those big button dog soldiers,
Yeah.
and that just used to be everyone's favorite native on GP.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, he's picking up this 110 food treasures, so he's definitely
yeah,
crushing Age 1 right now. Um, and he's got a nice mass here as well of stuff, and he's tanking with this, which is excellent. So his hero will be able to absorb a lot of damage. He's aging up with the chief. Let's see what Hawk is doing. Hawk here aging up with the governor, and it looks like he's going to be doing the 5 fast fortress, considering he has 5 villagers on coin.
interesting.
I
So
like
did he
that.
send capitalism in transition?
Yes, he also sent
Oh yeah, that's just
capitalism.
the power of the Spanish shipments and the early trading posts, I think.
Yeah, I mean, capitalism and 5 it feels so good when you're going into H3. And you can skip 700 coin with this build. You can just gather the 200 here, put a forward tower down or wherever you want to put it, and then you age up, Q 2 Vils, 5 comes in, and then you're in Fortress with better eco and an extra shipment.
Yeah, that's an excellent variation to the standard FF. I think Melancholia, if you switch to her perspective, I think it's again a FF build because I don't see any Kamcha house booming. I don't see any forward war huts or anything like that. So yeah, I
Yeah,
think it will be the battle of the FFs, and
yeah.
let's see who comes out on top. Will Spain go for a second trading post or a market in transition though? Because I've seen a lot of players do that as Spain.
Yeah, I
But
think
I think
I do think that the second trading post is really good. I would prefer that over the market, in my opinion, just because of the XP you get from it. That way, when you're transitioning into H3, you don't need to like keep spamming like smaller treasures to get that extra shipment in. But it looks like the Tombo is going to be placed down, and we have the 2 builder travelers going in. So he's going for the 2 TPs himself. So
oh,
he's taking that
interesting
option
build. Yeah.
away. Yeah, I think that's a very safe, reasonable idea. I mean, you get, Tombos, they can ship their shipment points, they can garrison villagers, they can, they're tankier, they give you line of sight, so not a bad play. But yep, correct in the assumption for Hawk going 5 here.
Yeah, you called it exactly right. So I think a normal Spain FF would have maybe a second trading post or a market by now, but
Yes.
Hawk having that 5 extra villagers. So I think it will be a slightly stronger economic FF from Hawk.
Yeah, and plus
And
with the 700 wood in transition, you can just go for the market text yourself, get a forward barracks. The tower is in base, protecting his coin mine and herd. It is just outside the TC radius, so that's not good. Well, actually, yeah, it's just barely, but it is what it is.
so one interesting play could be, I know Hawk is a revolt enjoyer, a man after Lionheart's own heart. So that could also explain, the sort of defensive outpost, because
Yeah.
sometimes, especially in this matchup, Spain does tend to do a forward outpost if they want to be aggressive in H3. So that could be something we'll have to watch out for.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's a great point, knowing how the players kind of, their style, if you will. Does pick up the scouting bandit there, but he's now Melancholia is shipping 5 villagers. She is aging up with the messenger, so she will age up fast. And then Hawk, on the other hand, is also aging up with the scout. I think that's a really good option here. Granted, Inca can just pop out the spearmen, but I think forcing that, or snaring, or getting idle time and letting like rods and whatever else do the rest of the work is always an effective thing. Especially on this map where there's so many like herds around, you can save the Huss for either, as you mentioned, a revolt, or just to get line of sight, get some villagers out on the mines at later in the game. But yeah, Melancholia
Yeah,
already up at 6:30, and
yeah, that's pretty interesting age of time. And what's the first card of choice here?
it's gonna be Harakas. Now, definitely
Ah,
gonna need something to protect that. I would assume probably the spear big button twice would be good, and then Harakas can kind of just deal with everything else. Chimus are also really good, but then again they get hard countered by rods. But I mean, Chimus in general are just so strong. Looks like we're getting a forward Kalanka here, and yeah, it looks like Melancholia is going to try and train some of the Age 3 units like Chimu Bolas type composition, or excuse me, Haraka Bolas.
right. I think one drawback that Inca has in this matchup is how to deal with Lancers. I think
Yes,
Lancers absolutely like demolish Inca because you don't really have like strong Dragoon type units. And while you mentioned the Bolas warriors, they are the best unit at kiting.
right.
So yeah. So
Yeah,
let's see how. But look at Spain's macro though. Do we smell a FI from Hawk?
I mean,
Or even a revolt potentially. Do we have
I,
a military building? Okay, so we do have musks and shit.
yes, yes.
Okay,
But these Harakas, again, are just going to be able to do so much siege damage. And, they're basically mortars, culverins, and pseudo skirmishers because of their extra 1.2 multi against heavy infantry. And it's all siege
right.
damage as well, so it bypasses most resistances.
Yeah, I think Hawk was sort of macroing for H4, but now looking at Melancola's aggression, is forced to train dogs, making musketeers, sending lancers, has already lost his outpost, and oh, nice, going for the 240 EX, 320 EXP treasure.
320 is going to be
Ooh,
massive.
he'll
You
have like two shipments back to back in H3.
Yeah,
Wow.
back-to-back Lancers would be insane right now. Because then once you deal with these Harakas, you can then go Falconets, and then he has to make Harakas, which are not cheap. They are 50 or 30 wood and 90 coin, so hard to macro for, particularly when you don't have many conchas up and you're trying to also build those to increase your economy. But look at this Cav mass here. He's got his 4 Hussars, he's got 5 Age 3 dogs, no veteran musketeers yet, but yeah, more Lancers are coming in. He's just gonna, like, get popped on, and it could be a massive cleanup here.
Yeah, especially with the Minutemen and the dogs. So
And
let's
another
let's see
shipment.
what Melancola's follow up here. Bolas Warrior, and what is she making right now?
Yeah, Bolas Warriors are in queue. Um,
Ooh, there comes this Minutemen
oh, but here
snipe.
comes Chimus. Chimus are coming in. They'll do quite nicely against the Lancers, and there's not a lot of anti-cav. The Chimus mixed in with the Plume Spearmen are going to make it very difficult to micro against. Dogs don't care, though. They're just going to attack move on everything. Musketeers can pretty much just shoot anything they want. Town Center Fire going in, and Villagers are now going onto resources, and the extra Lancers popping with the Minutemen still
yeah.
alive, getting massive DPS. All of these Harakas are going to go down, and the Bolas reinforcing coming in, trickling, just going to die. And now he's shipping spears and making more Bolas. But behind this, oh my goodness, yep, Hawk is going for the 4 and the 1k wood, so we're going to see a revolt. There's no reason that you ship a 4 and 1k wood other than to revolt. Because you could just
I
ship
think
2
Hawk has
Falconets.
just taken this engagement so well, as you said, with those Lancers back to back coming in clutch, cleaning it up. I think Hawk could just very well just send 2 Falconets and right click Melancola's base at this point.
That's what I
But
was.
yeah,
I totally agree. I don't agree with this. You have tempo, you have momentum, you've cleaned up the biggest threat to your artillery. There's not a lot of units out here to deal with the composition you currently have. Go and use that momentum to, yeah. And the spear's popping, but he's gonna see it, and he does lose a lancer. These are not veteran though. He doesn't even have a war hut up.
yeah,
He can't get veterancy for any of these units, and the fort is gonna come down. He's gonna revolt and just absolutely destroy him. He still has 3 Hussars, so if he goes chilly, he's going to have 10 Hussars of death, which is going to be horrifying. And the thing about the fort, though, it will secure, his base, but not only that, it will force Inca to go into Harakas, which will just, die to everything that Spain makes. So it is quite understandable decision, but I agree with your sentiment that just right-clicking would just be way better right now.
yeah. I mean, Hawk is so far ahead right now. He can get away with almost anything. But like, this is one of the things that feels, like how could Hawk lose from this position? And going for a fort and a revolt is one of
Yeah,
those
yeah, that's the one way to lose from
answers.
this position. Yeah, just throwing away your tempo, letting Inca keep their 2 trading posts. I mean, at least go for the trading posts with what you have. Now sending 2 TCs behind this, going to have an insane amount of map control. Explorer wasn't even in that fight, which is insane at this level. Does get the Incan Explorer back, which may be able to get a spear throw and maybe a swing at the Cav because it is a pike. Just gonna. Oh, the pathing doesn't know what she wants to do and dies. 100 XP.
But does get valuable knowledge about the fort if she hadn't already. And as you said, there come the new batch of Hurakas.
Oh man, there's just not. I mean, you need veteran spears or elite spears at the minimum. But booming is gonna boom quite nicely. I mean, only 4 Concha houses, but 2 TCs, more Conchas going up. Do they have any wood techs? Nope, no market upgrades. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Hawk here sending. Oh no, sending 5 Huss. I think really Hawk is just planning on, if I get pushed, I'll keep these. If not, I'll cancel and then send 7 or 2 heavies. I think 2 heavy. Oh, actually goes through with the 5. Interesting. I mean, probably will have a shipment by the time the age up comes in, but a very interesting decision. Like, do you really need those Huss?
Right. And I really like Hawk's base building. Like all the buildings, all the houses that Hurakas could potentially poke are
Yeah.
safely tucked behind the town center and the fort. So it's not like Inca can just get free houses down or something.
Yeah. And I did like when Melancholia was pushing. She was like blowing up these, as we see the structure foundation houses on the outside of the map, the periphery of the base, as you mentioned. So very nice adjustment here to just kind of tuck everything nicely and neatly away. Very aggressive town center coming down here. Very aggressive 2 town centers coming down here. Very interesting. I mean, definitely going to secure these hunts and stuff, but is it going to stop the tempo, of Spain?
Yeah, I honestly think wood crates or even 8 villagers would have been a little bit better because these 2 town centers won't do anything, once Hawks gets heavy cannons or
Yeah.
has already revolted. They won't just pay off at all.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, there's not enough stuff here to, siege all this. I think the fort is still in range of the Harakas, so it's going to be fine just dealing damage to them. And nice micro here, just kind of dancing with the cav so that these can't consistently put the application of siege pressure on. But yeah, I mean, I think Hawk here is going up with the cavalry marshal.
And
Oh
look at that
boy.
macro, man. 1K of everything at the
Yep.
exact moment. I think
Exact.
Hawk has been cooking this revolt up
Yeah.
and timing it perfectly. So there comes your Hussar of Death, man.
Oh boy, and they're gonna pop
Just
right from this
let's just
fort,
look at
and
their
here we
stats.
go, 16 Hussars of
Oh
Death,
man.
and it's GG.
75 attack. I think that's 8 more than an Imperial Hussar. And yeah, there's the GG button right there. Game 1 going to Hawk. Well played by Hawk.
Wow. Wow. I mean, yeah, you called it. The
Did we
revolt
see
came
any
in.
revolts in the first series?
No, we did
I
not.
missed some of the few games. Oh, we didn't. I'm surprised. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we have the first revolt win in the tournament so far.
Wow. Wow. And look at that spike. Just, oh god. Not much you can do there. But really, the game was over when Inca kind of lost that first.
True. I mean, just imagine, if there was a fort right there where you could just, poke with the Horakas and then go garrison, which is, I think, what Kenichi used to
Yes.
do earlier.
Yes,
I
that's what you
mean,
need to do. That's what you need to
that
do.
would be so hard to counter as Spain. But yeah, I really like the, start of at least the build by Melanchola. It's just that the unit composition wasn't up to the mark. And yeah, those back-to-back Lancer shipments, Lancers are just so hard to deal with as Inca. But yeah,
Yeah.
very well played by Hawk.
Hey, thank you, Recruited Gilly, for the follow. Really appreciate it. All right. Game 2 starting. Melanchola is USA, and Hawk is going as Otto. All right, so let's get that queued up. Ottomans, and then we have USA. Where is USA? There it is. Why is it not showing up? Oh, okay, well. Alright, so let's get going to the second game then.
Pretty interesting. So, I think the rules are it's alternate. Is it alternate picks or is it winner picks first? I forgot.
I don't know, actually.
Okay. Oh yeah, so it's basically the winner of game 1 will choose the first civ and then it alternates. So
I
yeah, so
see.
it's Hawk choosing USA first. Sorry, Hawk choosing Auto first on this map, and Melanchola thinking that USA is the counter to Ottoman. So what do you think about that, Mohamka?
I don't think USA really has a hard counter, but if there's going to be a couple of civs that can beat USA, I think Auto is probably one of them. So we will see how that goes. Now they did pause the game, so okay, we are starting. Welcome back to game number 2 of this best of 7 series in the round of 32 for the ESOC Spring Tournament, and we have Hawk on the left-hand side of the map, spawning in as the Ottomans in the color blue, and on the right-hand side of the map we have Melanchola spawning in as the United States in the color red. So, what are your thoughts on this matchup here?
I honestly have no thoughts because I think that Hawk is not a very conventional player, so it's very hard to call what he'll do. Uh, I mean, we could see. I've seen him go water, and the new D Ottoman is so versatile. You can go trading post, you can go church, you can save your crates, and you can go Silk Road. So it entirely depends, what he'll do. Um, but yeah, I think Otto is one of the I think better selves to play against USA. So I'm actually surprised that Melanchola counterpicked USA versus Ottoman. Hmm.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
I think personally, I think some of these civs like USA, Germany, these are civs that have kind of low hard counters. So you tend to choose them as your first civ rather than counter picking with them. Or maybe it's just me overthinking these matchups too much.
No, I think that's very insightful, especially in a tournament setting where you don't want to get counterpicked in the first game and you want to take that first game to really solidify your position. So it is very interesting that both players picked the civs that they have for this matchup. So we do see trading post going down for Melanchola here, as well as for Hawk. Hawk opting for the middle trading post route. Meanwhile, Melanchola is on the C.
So Hawk did go for the, very standard trading post house and church start. So it signals to me like a pretty, standard opening. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see the decks and what they do.
Yeah. Speaking of which, for Hawk here, we have the Ottoman deck. We do have Avis hit points in H2, as well as 2 galleys. Cerberaci, is that how you say it? No, it's Top Cooler. And then this is Cerberaci. Sabechi. Who knows? But standard anti-water deck from Otto, I would say. Nothing crazy, nothing out of the ordinary. If we take a look over at Melanchola, we do see Chinese immigrants, capitalism, and Dutch immigrants. We do see Hamiltonian economics as well as a frigate. So very Skirm Goon heavy composition. And I will admit that like Spahi and like Abus, like I think they do pretty well in general against like the Skirm Goon USA has. Because the sharpshooters have very low HP. So if you have something that does a lot of splash damage and is able to really tank, then you can do a lot of damage to their skirm mass. Picking up a nice 100 XP treasure, and I forgot to note at the beginning of the game, this map does have the XP trickle in the back of the base, which both players did pick up. So yeah.
And what about
Capitalism.
the natives here, Mohamka? Because we do see Chinese immigrants. Do you think
Yes.
there is a potential for Jesuits? Because these are, pretty strong area of effect damage dragoons. Maybe make
Yes.
some of these two raids, or just go for the, I think the popular Highlander strategy, was it? You get one Highlander for each trading post and church or something like that. So that
Yeah.
could also come into play.
Yeah, let's look at Melancola's deck, see if they have... No, they don't have that in the deck.
Ah,
Because you need
okay.
the Tavern card as well, so that you can ship Taverns. Um, and that increases the Highlander count as well. And I think the Highlander strategy against auto is just particularly trash because of the Bashabuziks, simply because their Minutemen do 2 times multiplier damage to all heavy infantry. And, Jans are tanky, Abyss can come in, like, they just have a lot of responses to that sort of play. And it's pretty,
Hmm.
like, all in for USA. Well, not
Excellent point. I
really.
think maybe the Chinese immigrants is just to deny the pre-Ottoman stagecoach. Or, maybe force him to go some Janissaries or H2 pressure to burn down those trading posts. But we do see 2 forward villages from Hawk. So is it going to be a standard Jan Abus timing here, or what do we have in store?
We'll have to see, but I do like this though, going for that aggression, aging up with the quartermaster as well. USA, on the other hand, just about a quarter of the way through, going with Pennsylvania. Now, Pennsylvania is an incredible age up. I mean, you get a 4 villager coin tech. You have access to food shipment costing skirmishers and dragoons. And the dragoons have 14 range. So, like in age 2, they can just kite everything that Auto would try to put out, maybe other than like ASAP Abis, but if you try and time like the 3 Delhi Classic with your Jans, then you have an answer to that.
Agreed. And I think even the dragoons or the Carbine Cav from the church, the tech is so cheap. I mean, you always get it, and they come so fast. So if you do see any potential raids coming in, you can just pop them at any moment.
Yeah. And speaking of Bashabuziks, we also have the other best Minuteman in the game, the United States Minuteman, which is
Yep.
just, I mean, yeah. So we do see a market down. We do have hunting dogs in. Looks like we're macroing for steel traps and placer mines. And we'll go from there, then get the church tech. And then, yeah. So, if we look at, Hawk's position here, 700 wood is coming in, and then 700
What
coin.
military building is Hawk making? Oh, so we have classic dual Jan rush by Hawk.
Oh boy. We'll see how this works out because, yeah, it'll be
Can we
interesting.
just quickly see Melancola's point of view with Fog of War on? Has she scouted it yet? Because I do see some walls going up. So does she smell that, or
This is Hawk's point
is
of
it just
view.
a response?
Yes,
So
Melancholia
yeah,
does the
so
trading post providing the line of sight, and I think this is going to be a relatively stable going up. Interesting. I feel like if you just go regulars, like they trade so fine versus Jans because they have extra range. They they're relatively easy to mass as well.
I think
So,
it's just going to be an FF from USA,
yeah.
and the stable is just for the Kava and Cav. But yeah, do we have an outpost wagon, maybe the two outpost wagon card to help defend the rush?
No, we do
Oh,
not.
okay.
Meeting House Wagon now going up 700 coin. You usually send the 700 coin. Oh no, that's the Meeting House Wagon. Oh yeah, that's right. So it's not the state capital, but the 700 coin is
Do
just now coming
Melancholia
in.
lose any villagers? Do we have will HP on the USA villagers?
No, no great coats.
Harrison would be mad.
Losing a
Yeah,
villager. Base is idled. I mean,
that hurts.
yeah, certainly you can pop Minutemen. Now sitting state militia. Interesting. I mean, the church tech is not even in yet. You gotta get that. That's the whole point of the card. It's now coming in. 700 coin on the floor. 8 vills in the town center. I mean, USA Explorer is snared, but he could definitely be shooting some of these Jans. Looks like we're getting
Ooh,
more
the tech coming in
Janissaries.
just before the church goes down. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty good for Melancholia. And let's see now, will she be able to gather the crates?
definitely not. And I tell you what, taking down the church, denying those techs for the potential military units that could come out is going to
Yeah,
be
that's
big
big.
because now the deli can't get countered. And let's see, is Melancholia still shipping the 8? Yes, so Minutemen now coming in. I would have honestly liked to see the Minutemen. No, I guess you had to do it, yeah, because if this house goes down, you can't pop Minutemen.
Good defense by Melancholia, trying to not put more than 10 villagers in the TC, popping some villagers. But yeah, there's just too much jams on the field, so many low HP villagers. And as you said, these state militia could be denied by the 3 Delhi. Will help to hold this pressure. Have the 3 Delhi popped on the field yet? So yeah, coming there from the TC. Mhm. And Hawk does have a fine eco behind this, does have one trading post, does have steel traps, can send 5 villagers. So it's not, the old all-in Ottoman.
No, absolutely not. I mean, yeah, like, you can still send 600 coin, can send 5 vills, can just... Look at this Janissary mass.
Oh man, that's a scary time. In 25 minutes, 25 Janissaries and 3 Delhi at 7 minutes 30. That is scary.
State capital coming in and trying to go for the Asia, but I think if you... Like, this is just death here.
Yeah, I don't see how Melancholia can gather the 1200 food, but Hawk going for the house first. We are on 1K food for USA. Can we buy some? We can
Oh, the
buy
state
some food
capital
in the
wagon
market,
pops
but
out.
yeah.
The delis have
Oh
popped.
man, oh man.
Oh! They
Oh,
blocked the
that's
pathing
brutal.
for it. That's huge. That is huge.
That's brutal, man.
Not only does that deny the massive amount of XP that can get when you build it, it denies line of sight. It also denies the quick age up and building hit points. I mean, there's just so many techs in there. Oh
Yeah.
man.
But nice catch on the reinforcing Jan by the state militia. And Melancholia is trying to focus TC fire on the Delhi. But yeah, now the Delhi and the Janissary is getting on the state militia. Has managed to get that age up in by market trading food. But yeah, I don't
It's not going to
think
come in. It's going to be
the
too
TC will
slow.
live
It's going to be too
long enough.
slow.
Yeah, as you said exactly, the state capital went down. You don't have the tech to age fast, and the GG has been called.
Wow. There you have it. Jan Rush works against the United States. And if we look at the military count, yeah, just absolutely dominant. Losing
I have to say,
villagers. Oof.
nice macro by Hawk. I think got constant like 8 to 10 Janissary batches, and that 3 daily timing. You know, seeing the deck probably preempting the 8 state militia shipment. Perfectly countering USA.
Yeah, very well played. All right, so game number 2, Hawk has won again as the Ottomans. So player 1 here, victory. And then
I'm running
player
out of
2
baguettes. I need more
defeat.
baguettes.
Why are
Fuck
these not
me.
showing up? Interesting. Interesting. Alright, sorry about that. The dashboard is a little weird right now, but I will go ahead and update the scores. So it's 2-0 to Hawk. Alright, let's look for game number 3 here. On Painted Deserts. So, let's get straight into the game.
I think this is the first, or maybe the only no TP map we have in the map pool,
Yeah.
and we have a Italy versus Ports game.
Oh, interesting.
Wait, what? Why would you choose ports on a non-TP and non-water map, though?
I don't understand that, honestly, but we'll see what they cook up. So, welcome back, everyone, to game number 3 of this best of 7 series between Hawk and Melanchola for the round of 32 in the Spring Series ESOC tournament. We have, in the color red, Melanchola spawning in as the Portuguese in the south side of the map. Now, on the north side, we have Hawk in the color blue spawning in as the Italians. So, tell me what you think about this matchup and the map in particular.
Hmm. I think ports is one of those civs that can actually, sort of keep up with Italy. You can do a fast FF to sort of punish the greedy Italy FI and, sort of keep up with the tempo with the 3 TC boom behind it. But I still don't understand the port pick on a non-TP non-water map. There are so many better Portuguese maps, and you have the map pool. So I still don't understand the pick of ports on this map. Maybe we'll have like a Furrier or a Spice Trade, classic old school ports play. But yeah, we'll have to see because I honestly have no clue what Melancola's up to.
Yeah, it is an interesting decision. Maybe the thought here was since Hawk picked Italy, Melanchola was like, you know what, I'm just going to go for something I think can deal with this, and picked ports since he picked second.
No, I think, but I think Melanchola was the one to pick first, so that's why the choice
Oh, yeah.
confuses me even more.
That is very confusing.
Yeah, we'll have to ask Melanchola later, or the proof will be in the how she plays it. Maybe there is some crazy strategy we do not know yet.
Both players here working on some treasures. Melanchola gonna get a nice 60 coin here. No cows yet, just in base. I don't know how that didn't get picked up. Like, that makes no sense to me, that you walk from here to here and that's just unfortunate. But anyways, Hawk on the other hand sending in capitalism. House is about to go up. We do have all of the villager upgrade market techs are in. We're now getting hunting dogs and actually have a lot of wood. So capitalism could probably get steel traps in transition very easily for Hawk here.
Yeah, and Hawk actually, I think, market traded, sold some food for coin and got that steel traps in. And at least Civ bonuses, you get one extra villager with every tech. So that's why you saw Hawk even go for those, age one villager
Yes,
HP and attack techs. And now even going for the gang saw steel traps to keep getting the will count up.
I like this going for Lombards, and I think if you go for Uffizi with this and plop that like here, you will have a huge XP generation over your opponent, given that you can just constantly trickle resources inside, and that will definitely help with the XP shipments along the way.
Yeah, Lombards are basically trading posts and banks all in one.
Yeah,
So yeah, Italy doesn't need map, Italy doesn't need boats, Italy doesn't need trading posts. They don't
yeah.
care about the map at all. But yeah, can we look at Melancola's deck? I'm very curious to see what Melancola will do.
Let's take a look. So we do have an FF deck, Fatorias. We do also have Town Militia,
Hmm.
some Cassador shipments, and Armored Pistoliers, and then we also see the 6 Almiti shipment in Age 4.
No fort though. I think Melancola strongly dislikes the forts. We saw that in the Inca game. Now we are seeing in the Portuguese game.
Yeah,
Uh, so that's interesting because the fort is currently in the meta and has won some of the games.
it has, yes. Now for Italy here, we do have there's a lot of Lombard cards. We do see some Age 3 mercenary shipments. I think I would rather see Black Company over this Croatian company. This is a
Hmm.
very good shipment, don't get me wrong, but Black Company is very good because you get the Armored Pistoliers that can soak up damage, and you also just get Black Riders, which are super tanky and really good anti-cav, obviously. But personal preference.
Finally ranching that cow that you were talking about.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was going to get stolen there. That would have been hilarious.
So what's Melancholia aging up with? I think it'll be an aggressive FF.
Yeah,
So
so
yeah,
Philosopher
500 food,
Prince.
Philosopher Prince. I imagine the second TC will get plopped right down in the middle of the painted desert map.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And we see the governor here, so yeah, right here would be ideal TC placement, right? Like you just yep, exactly. Ages up very quickly with the 10-10. Now also okay, so Hawk is queuing a architect, and we see this town center coming forward. He's gonna get access to these herds, these mines. Very nice. 500 food is in. Still has a cow in base as well, so I would probably send the 700 coin instantly, as quickly as you can. I don't know why you're not. Come on, Melanchola. Got a shipment in queue. There you go. 700 coin coming in. Hawk is at 20 villagers pop, or excuse me, 15 with the extra 2, and then, yeah, so very greedy, but definitely getting up, and a very slow age up time at that. But that happens with Italy. I mean, selling food to get steel traps, I guess, will help your transition into Fortress, but it slows down your age. I mean, look at this food! Look at all this food!
Yep, that is crazy. That's the power of steel trap, early steel traps, and all villages on food.
Yeah,
I mean, could we even trickle some of that food into Lombards?
exactly.
I'm not very sure about the Lombard macro, but I think that'll be good.
Sending
But
you
you have a
it's
fair point there that Italy might lose a little bit of tempo in age one or age two, and they may even age three later than most Serbs. But you suddenly look at 9 minutes and they're already into age four faster than any other civilization. So that's
yeah.
how this tempo just scales up so fast, man, with all those Lombards.
Now we are seeing the age up come in pretty soon. Macro little off, but we'll allow it. Can make extra villagers from the other TC. A lot of idols here, though. Definitely want to adjust to that. And there they go. Age
Is that the
3 is
fast
coming
age of
in.
politician? Or doesn't seem like it.
The marksman, so we'll
So
be
it's the six
getting
Cassador.
Cassadors.
Hmm.
What are your thoughts on that? I think Shottles are just a great age up option if you're going to go for units.
I think I agree usually that shuttles are better and more versatile. You can raid with them. But I think in this matchup, you should just, I think, in my honest opinion, just go 8 halberdier, 3 organ guns, age up fast. But maybe what Melancholia is thinking is that due to a lack of trading posts, she
Yes.
doesn't have a shipment, so she wants to age slow, get maybe 700 wood in for the infrastructure, and get, maybe Cassador, halberdier, 3 organs, and just push the Italy base.
Yeah, that's the thing that we talked about with the trading post. I mean, at least put a church down to get some extra XP so that you can get something going, or even these native posts will generate XP.
Yeah,
Although,
that's an excellent point about the church, actually.
yeah, I mean, and I think the Apache would actually be pretty good against Italy because they can just run in, raid, and just get some decent value on some villagers in idle time. They can protect organ guns from Cav. But I mean, yeah, I do think that this slow age up is definitely not ideal. But at the same time, you
I
wouldn't have
think
a shipment.
Melanchola is skipping 700 wood just because
Yes.
of the lack of trading posts. She wants to save that shipment for age 3 and just chopping wood for a barracks. Yeah, I don't think this strategy will have
Oh,
too
what?
much tempo. Yeah, let's see. Maybe saving 300 coin and we'll go instant 3 organ guns and queue some halberdiers. I think that's the only way I can see Ford doing some meaningful damage to Italy. But yeah, we'll have to wait and watch.
I agree. Training Halbs and sending organs would be the move here. Halbs for the siege and just protection of meat shield against Cav. Second TC going down in the middle of the map right next to the other one, so just dominating this little choke here. Very safe. Shipping Halbs, making Halbs, I think that makes sense. But at the same time, you do want the organs to come sooner rather than later. Italy here just nice and safe in base, aging up with the bishop so the TC can sneak out somewhere or potentially just, yeah, even go in base and then just use your Lombards. Only 2 Lombards. There is not much food left in the Lombards if we look at Hawk's perspective. And Falconets and a fort, so industrial. And I actually stand corrected. We did have a revolt in the first series. It was an Argentina revolt that lost, actually. It lost.
I mean, I was thinking, how can we have a Shake LookTom game or any free food party game without a revolt, man? Come on. But, yeah.
Scary massive Halbs here, but the Falconets are coming in, and the organs are nowhere behind this.
Yeah, that's the issue. And Manipula doesn't have the resources for 3 organ, and the cannons behind all these buildings, outpost, 2 TCs. I mean, I don't see a way for Manipula to sort of push into this.
Yeah, the Falcons are out here, and gonna just get some nice volleys. Nice shot there, doing a lot of damage, getting a kill as
Ooh, do we
well.
have a lock on? Ooh.
No, it's very close, very close. Now the artillery war, as you mentioned, against outposts with the line of sight as well from the Basilica. Like, if we look at this, right? Look at that line of sight. You just see everything. You're going to be the first to click in artillery battles, which is huge. And
Yeah.
for lock-ons. Now, a fort coming in, it's probably just going to go right there, and you're not going to be able to do anything. Third T... Oh, no, it's an artillery foundry. Interesting. Okay. I thought that might have been a third TC. Where's this fort going to go? Yep, right there.
But
Organ
look
guns
at that.
coming in now.
I mean, D gets a lot of flack about a lot of things, but I think they did get the cosmetics right. I mean, the game is
Yes.
just so aesthetic, man, and especially look at that Italian church. I mean, I've had the pleasure to visit Italy once, and you have
Yes.
all that Gaudi architecture. And look at this fort, man, just so magnificent.
It is,
And
yeah.
those architects are, actually paying off all the gold they cost. But we have the organ guns, Pal slowly moving in, trying
And
to get that lock on and short off, as you
look,
just said.
oh, okay. I was a little worried there because the 2 were right on top of each other on this tree, and that could have gotten an instant double kill.
Oh, yeah.
You kind of want these to come in a little more.
Do Falconets one shot organ guns? Because I know Culves do.
Yes, 2
Oh, yeah,
Falconets. 2
losing.
Falconets beat.
Okay.
Well, yeah, like that. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, just losing 1.5 organ gun
for
for
free.
essentially one outpost.
Yeah, just really bad
Doesn't
trade.
feel good.
Oh, okay, getting nice shots. The Falconets are dancing. Oh no, shooting at the infantry. The organs are gonna get another volley off onto these Falconets and maybe even completely complete them. Oh! Half HP left. Who's gonna win this? You need to back this up. Oh, just gonna sit in there, and the TC fire
Ooh,
cleans
TC
up.
Fire doing. But why is Melancholia making more and more halves? I mean,
I
at
don't
this point, halves
understand.
are essentially useless. You need to plop down an artillery foundry, try to go for a culvor, but I hate to call it, but I just don't see boats doing anything or achieving anything right now.
1k coin coming
Um,
in, so maybe the artillery is coming in. But yeah, I don't like this amount of halbs. Like, surely if you just made some. Actually, not. I don't know. It's kind of hard for Cav to get into this base to raid and musketeers behind it with a fort. But I just don't think halbs are just like, what's the point of using all that coin for? There's no Cav or anything. It can pop out as Italy, obviously, with the Lancers, but
Even dragoons would help against the musket or
yeah,
falconet composition.
exactly. Like, and your port, you're gonna want goons instead of 21 halbs. I mean, okay. Thankfully, though, it does have the constable card in deck. That's going to be essential to upgrade all these halbs at one point, since so much has gone into this. Maybe going to get a cheeky little halbraid on some vills.
Yep, that'll be good.
Okay, sees it though. Does obviously
Will
have the
lose one
villager
villager though.
techs. Yep. Does have the HP techs. So decent raid, but you know.
Is Hawk already up or is he going up?
Oh boy. With the
With the
falconets as
engineer.
well. Oh
Yeah.
goodness. Oh, going behind your opponent's base like this is always dangerous, but you have to do something. You have to do something at this point. You're down 3k score on 3 TCs. You
Hawk has
have.
like 7 exposed villagers on that mine though.
Yeah, I
If
mean.
Melancholia does catch it, I mean that'd be a start.
Okay.
Has to see it.
Uh.
Has to see it. But reacting a
Uh.
little too late, I think. We'll
Okay,
get
does
only
lose a
one
second
for
villager.
trouble. Yeah.
So 40 villagers for port here. Hawk, on the other hand, on 34, as well as, I think it's 3, yes, 4 architects. And, yeah, building another basilica.
Yeah, there's no way that ports can outscale Italy, especially going to H4. We'll have factories. We'll have those Lombard cards. I mean, I think the only win condition I see is if this game goes to like 35 minutes, but I don't see that happening at all.
No, and I mean, yeah, I just don't know. Especially because, like, these TCs, yes, while they're great at establishing forward map control on this forward base, like, having villagers pop out on these herds would also, and like these mines would also be very nice to have. Because, like, there's no food around this TC. Like, these villagers have to walk so far to get to exposed
Mhm.
hunts. But doing a nice
But
job
what is
here, being
that macro
annoying.
by Hawk? Is it going to be another revolt?
I guarantee you it's going to be Argentina. Like, there's
Okay.
no reason that it
Okay.
shouldn't be.
Do we finally have some culverins from Arancola? What was that 1K coin for?
Huss. And Culverins. Okay, so we do have 2 Culverins out. Very nice.
Mhm.
Going into double stable, oh, excuse me, single stable production and Castadors. So, could be a good decision. I mean, then again, though, Hawk can just revolt and just win the game right now. Oh, and all these Vills are walking forward to the next coin mine, which happens to be at the Port TCs. So, gonna get a nice villager
Yeah.
pickup here. No
I
veterancy.
almost thought Hawk was picking revolt, and that's why he was marching with his forward.
Oh, and he
But
is.
yeah, he is
Oh
anyway.
god. Oh god. Here we go. It's.
That's a good bait, man. Baiting all the army in for one
Oh,
falconer, and there we have it. The grenadiers on horseback, guys. The gauchos,
it's so lame.
or
And Italy is just chilling. Like, Melancholia is not in H4. He's nowhere close. He's already sent 1k coin. He's on 53 vills. Why is he... okay, I feel like his villager production... He has to have gone idle at this point. 15 minutes in the game and you're only at 53 vills.
yeah. I think I'd just be panicking right now and dropping like 3 layers of walls and forts and outposts and just praying I can hold this revolt. So is Argentina revolt all in, or you have those cattle and you can make more units, sort of,
Yeah.
or like how does it work?
Yeah, it's not all in at all, and particularly with Italy, when you can just deposit. I mean, we just saw the 2.3 thousand coin getting
Oh,
deposited
yeah.
before revolting. Now
Hmm.
we're gonna see the Grenadieros and San Martin come in. This card is just disgusting, quite honestly. You
Oh
get guard
man.
dragoons and you get mounted Grenadiers, and yeah, you also get a 2,000 or excuse me 1,000 HP explorer. This is so over. Like, what are you gonna do about this?
I mean, which unit even counters those guys? Are
Nothing.
they classified as dragoons?
Yeah,
Because
so
I'm.
like the only thing I've seen ever beat it are 18 ranged dragoons because they can kite. But look at this.
Okay.
There goes a culverin. Done. Now I will say pushing into this choke is going to be quite cancerous. Minutemen getting popped here. Um, and yeah, like you can't really push that unless you go around from the side or something because these grenadieros, I mean, they're just gonna run into a lot of skirms behind very tight knit base. Now, the Grenadaros, I do believe, so they're tagged as heavy cav and light cav. So cav Kuros, and
Okay.
they also get affected, don't forget, by the arsenal tech for he has already researched, which gives them extra AoE damage on the explosion. And they get affected by cavalry caracol, as we can see. So they get all of the arsenal techs for cavalry, and like it's
That's.
just
I
oh
mean,
oh god.
I thought Krabat was a sort of a cancerous unit design, but the devs had something cooking,
They've outdone
and these guys
themselves.
figured. You got a fast cavalry unit that will beat all infantry because of the AoE damage, and they're fast and they can siege anything. I mean, that's just. I just have no words for this unit, man.
Throwing away falconets for free. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like these Grenadaros, and now shipping 20 or 10 more. Oh god. Like, oh man, it's just so painful to watch. Quite honestly, I don't enjoy watching this. I have no good
Yeah.
words to say about it. Like a completely biased opinion, but yeah, it's just dude, like what the fuck are you supposed to do against that shit? You
Yeah,
just
I think to be
lose.
honest, Hawk played it quite well, and you can hate on Argentina, but Hawk was already in the winning position and
Yeah.
just chose to end the game with a Grenadero.
All right, so we're at game point already for this series. Hawk is up 3-0 against Melanchola. Let's see if we have the next game up, and if we do, this is match points. All right, I'm
Hmm.
going to run to the restroom real quick. Keep our lovely viewers entertained, if you could, sir.
Sure. Hmm. So if I'm 3 down in a best of 7, what are Melancola's best serves? So you have Ethiopia, Band, Inca, USA, and ports have already been played. Hmm. I think next could be Hausa. Not sure. Let's quickly check out the map. Let's try to see what these players will do. So, but I honestly wouldn't have predicted like a 3-0 in this series for sure. So, what does the chat think? How have the games been? What were the predictions? King of Osman saying Hawk only guy to ever revolt in Nilla. It's just great game. Yeah, I think Hawk is a quite a decent player. I mean, solid mechanics, solid game knowledge. And I think if he has been grinding 1v1s, I mean, he has the potential to be a quite a strong player. Uh, I have yet to check the peer seeding, which is I think a very interesting system. But I don't imagine Hawk being like in the top 15 in the peer seeding at all. Actually, on that note, let me check out the peer seeding and like who was kind of the favorite between these two. Hmm. Oh, so we actually have Hawk ranked 15 and Melancholia ranked 18th. So Hawk was kind of the favorite here. Hmm. I think Melancholia did quite well in the earlier tournament. Uh, so I'm actually surprised by the seeding. Perhaps Melancholia hasn't been playing all that much recently. That could be.
Yeah.
Oh, so we actually. Oh, so Hongpa is back. We have
Yes. The game is
uh,
up.
game number 4 in the series, and it's going to be Hawk playing the Lakota and Melancholia playing Hausa. So I was at least right on the Hausa pick. And remember, this map has cows in the middle of the map, in the between the trading post line. So obviously that will favor Hausa. Uh, but again, it's a great map for Lakota. Any map with more than 3 or 4 trading posts, Lakota is just, I think, easily A tier, if not an S tier serve on these maps.
Easily S tier. Without trading posts, though, they definitely are. They rely on them so heavily now with a lot of these infantry starts and then transitioning into cavalry. Stagecoach is so critical, and honestly, for both of these civilizations, it's critical because if you put palaces and universities up near trading posts, the influence trickle increases more.
Oh
You can
yeah,
also get
right.
stagecoach influence, very important. And I'm honestly a little surprised if you're a hawk in this position, do you really want these small treasures that won't do much for you, or do you want to deny 500 resources for each cattle that you get with your 7 movement speed explorer? Like, you could have easily picked up all of these right here, considering that this one is only 5.75 movement speed, and you also just have all those cattle for yourself to, do a timing.
That's an excellent point. I just send my hero for all the cattle, not just to deny and maybe even delete those cattle.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, I think that's an early W for Melancholia in age
absolutely.
one.
Already picking up
And you know,
3.
Lakota doesn't particularly, I mean, doesn't use those treasures. I mean, it's not like a Lakota will go for an early trading post or like will get so many market techs or anything like that in age one, anyways. So I think it makes even more sense to go for the cows rather than these treasures.
I agree. And then maybe even get a 13 age up in, which would be insane. But getting some nice XP here. Let's look at each player's deck while we have the chance in age 1. So we're looking at the Lakota deck, and we do see the advanced market fur trade nonsense that's been going on recently. And honestly, I
Yeah.
think this is a very solid build. Um, and then we also see the ritually purified Sokala soldiers do more damage to infantry card. So that could be like an industrial play where you just get big button and go insane. If we look at Melancola's perspective, alright, so she has a very standard deck. We do see the House of Kingdom, Palace of Armenia, 5 icons. We do see Spice Trade, which is an interesting card selection. I don't normally see that for Hausa. We do have Javelin and Photo Tactics in as well in age 3. Or no, we don't have Photo Tactics, so no, there it is. I keep forgetting they moved it to H3, so pretty standard deck, I would say. And then what is this card here? Habanya. Cattle value turns into influence. Oh, alright. And then they get replaced with unfattened cattle. That's a really good card.
Interesting. But I think I have never seen Hawk, at least in team games, go for anything other than a corral and bow riders. So we'll have to wait and watch if Hawk plays the 1v1, forward war hut, 4-5 trading post Lakota, or is it going to be, maybe sending great hunters, trying to raid with the bow riders, and slowly going for semi FF or one of those, slower builds.
Yeah. So Hawk's already clicked up with the Chief, so gonna get the 400 wood, so it could be potential for Stagecoach or
Ooh,
aggressive
that was
play.
a
Treasure Snipe.
contentious title. 80 XP. Hawk does notice it right now. Who will get it? And 80 XP is actually quite big. And remember, if Hawk gets it, it's not only 80 XP for Hawk, it's denying your opponent 80 XP. So it's a
Yes.
160 XP swing. And Hawk does
Wow.
manage to get it.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
We do see two forward villagers here, so it looks like we're going to get a forward war hut. A lot of villagers on wood. Where are we going to see it? The cursor is over here, which is a little too close. Also,
As
something to
close to the
note,
TC as it gets.
I don't know if you noticed this, but this
Mhm.
normally spawns like here. So you don't have this open, like this is normally a very nice, like if you look over on this side, same thing, like there's so much space here, but normally it's a
Huh?
bit closer to the cliff edge and you can use it as a natural barrier to defend.
Mhm.
But this is just like axes sprinting through here. This, yeah, that's dangerous. Shipment in queue
Yeah,
already,
for
no
sure.
trading post. That XP treasure was huge.
Yeah.
And gonna
At
lose
least
the
Melancholia, for
Explorer.
all the trouble, is able to scour the Sioux or Lakota FP rather. And I think House House does have very strong H2. It
Oh
does have
yeah.
a very strong unit combo with the Raiders, the Javelin Riders, and the Fulani Archers. So let's see how the defense goes. And if you just double click, I want to see how many cattle does Melancholia have.
4 buffalo and then 3 Senga cattle. We do see the Songhai age up coming in, so that could be quite interesting. Getting some early cav out to deal with the axes, mix that in with some
Hmm.
jabs, or just Fellaini archers to deal with them. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, I think Jabs are one of the best anti-cav in the game, especially in
yes,
H2.
yes, they're excellent. Especially like even in melee, they're good. Unfortunately, though,
Mm.
losing that explorer is going to cost a lot of villager time to build this university, which is a huge problem, actually. So now we're going to see the war camp go down, the coin on the ground, and we're going to get 7 Fellini archers right off the bat.
Mm. Is Hawk actually going for a unit shipment? Nah. Hawk just sort of did a
Stagecoach.
fake FP, and behind that is going Wood and Stagecoach.
I honestly though, like this is like the best way to do the H2 rush is to get stagecoach and TPs and then put everyone on food. And then you start putting in pressure and do a timing instead versus just like sending axes in blind and like you are slower, yes, but your
Hmm.
eco is insane. And this is going to be like 5 TPs under your name. That's like 20 vils. Um so absolutely nuts.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the Lakota remas on with this sort of strategy is insane. And the Warhead is also defending all the 4 trading posts.
Mhm.
So it'll be very tough to sort of, deny that boom. And Melancholia has lost her hero. So it's not that she can steal the couple trading posts near her base as well.
Well, it
So yeah.
does automatically respawn, so that will be nice. Maybe pick up the 2 in-base
Ah,
ones.
okay.
And that would actually be
Yeah,
huge for
good
influence,
stuff.
because then you can get out your Songhai Raider batches more consistently. So that could be a very big point of contention. And with the University and Palace potentially intercepting both of them, they could be generating a lot of influence. So I would actually really like to see a trading post go down. Maybe sell one of
Mm,
these cows for that, because that will be very important for the overall influence that you'll generate. We don't yet, because like yeah, we just now seeing the first Songhai big button ability able to be sent. So the frequency at which you can get that out is also very, very crucial. So Javelin Riders out on the field. We do see 10 Club Warriors with 4 axes. We do see the Fellaini Archers. Looks like the 7 were canceled and exchanged
right.
for the Palace of Emenia. And now we're going into
Yeah.
7. So I think that's much safer and better once you realize
I
there's
think
no
that was
immediate
an
pressure.
excellent decision by Marinkola because I was about to say 7 Fulani Archers seems to me like an overreaction. Uh, but yeah.
Now pushing into this as Lakota is going to be a little tricky. I mean, you got a lot of safe food. You got TC Fire, University, Palace, kind of just blocking a lot of the pathing and nice chokes here. And then also this can just, do like Agrifort level damage essentially. So
Mhm.
a lot of Setons coming out
But
now, but Setons versus Fellaini, it'll be interesting to see who wins.
yeah. But does my point is, does Hawk even need to push with 4 TP stagecoach eco behind it?
No, just sit at
That's
your war
the
hut.
yeah. Yeah, you can just camp at your war hut, wait for the Hauser Huns to run out, and just sort of outmass and get better trades.
Yeah.
Because then it will be Melanchola who will be on a timer.
Looks like it's gonna be go time. Nice job putting a TP down. This will increase the hit points of all of the units in the area, and it also is just a
Right.
pathing nightmare. Clubs are not going in the front, but the Setons are in a very prime position to just deal max DPS. Club Warrior is now pulling into the front
Ooh,
against all these raiders.
yeah.
Axe is doing massive damage to the Javelin Riders and the Fellaini Archers. All of the Javelin Riders are down. There's still 2 Axe Riders left in the mix, and we do have some
All
H1
Lakota
Treasure
melee army
Guns.
just collapsing on the Melanchola's army. I
Yeah,
think that's what that you kind of like meat shield in this unit comp as Hausa. I'm just paying the price for that.
yeah. Now on 5 TP Stagecoach, it's not looking
Oh man.
good. I mean, all these trading posts, like, let's look. Yeah, look at this macro. You could just put everybody on wood, or excuse me, food. Picking up villagers as well.
Yeah, this is just not going well at all for Melanchola.
No. And Takala soldiers are now coming into the mix. No Javelin Riders. Barely any Raiders to deal with these. And look at these bad boys. They're just going to delete any Fellaini archers.
Yeah.
Not
This is
only
just
that.
absolutely, I mean, I think this is one of the best strategies on this map. Look at it, 8 minutes in the game, you have like 40 pop of units,
It's
3 unit
insane.
composition, 5
It's
stagecoach trading posts,
it's
and 2 war huts to defend. I mean, it's just crazy, man.
it's actually so insane how good Lakota is on this map. And this matchup too, like Fellaini's only do 9 damage at 1.5 rate of fire. Seton's do 15 at 1.5 rate of fire.
Wow.
And oh, now calling Minutemen from the houses, you know it's desperation time when this is happening. And these raiders just can't do anything.
Yeah, there's just too many clubs. Melanchola actually trying to micro pretty nicely, getting some raiders on the Chetan, but the Tukwala soldiers, the clubs, just the sheer Lakota mass is just too much for Melanchola. And that hero doing area damage, snaring all the low HP raiders.
Oh
Yeah, I just
man,
don't see a way out for
more
Melanchola here.
clubs. Yeah, and there you have it, a clean sweep, 4 in a row from
Oh,
Hawk. GG's, and that's the series. Um, so we have LookTom in the first series moving on to the round of 16, and we have Melanchola out. Hawk moving on to the round of 16.
yeah, what a start to the ESOC Spring Championships. So the first series we had a nail-biting best of 7 going all
Yes.
the way, and LookTom prevailing it in that. And now LookTom will face Frontline in the round of 16. And in the second series, as you said, we had a clean sweep by Hawk. I don't think anyone would have predicted that.
No,
And
no.
now Hawk will be playing big old Ezad in the round of 16.
Yeah,
So
that
yeah.
was uh just all 4 games were relatively dominant. I didn't think these two are very closely matched as you indicated. I would have thought this would have gone to like 6, but 4. I mean, that was just really impressive, honestly. Um so
Yeah, I think Hawk just had the counter strategies, and maybe Melancholia is a bit rusty, but have to give kudos to Hawk. Just played it so well.
yeah.
As you said, most of the time did not make any errors. Had the better strategy or the safe picks, you can say. But yeah, uh, just dominating Melancholia here and taking the rightful victory 4-0.
Yeah, absolutely. Not much else to say about that one. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. I think that's the end of the what do you call it? Um, Matches for today, unless I'm mistaken. Let's take a look.
I think Mahongpa is so hyped, he could cast probably a couple more series right away.
Oh man.
Man.
Well, come get
Yeah.
some. It was a pleasure casting with you. Thank you for coming along on the second one. Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
casting for
man,
4 hours.
likewise.
My goodness, my goodness. All right,
I think,
everyone.
yeah, you should rest. But just before we go,
Yes.
let me hype them up for the, upcoming series. Just a second, let me just open up the Discord. I think we have show matches. We have a couple of Tony series
Yes.
on of tomorrow. So I think tomorrow we'll first have Dennis versus Gilead. That'll be around 18:30 GMT, followed up by a show match between Julian and Frontline, man. Now that's going to be epic.
Ooh.
I mean,
Ooh.
arguably that's like a sort of a top four or a semi-final in any of the tournaments. That's like one of that kind of match. And unfortunately, Julian was not able to participate in this tournament. But yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have a nice match there. And Frontline, I think, is seeded number 3. So we'll get to see Frontline's form also. So yeah, stay tuned for that tomorrow. But yeah, great casting with you, Mohangpa. Great start to the ESOC Spring Championships. And I think we have 150 viewers on average. So thank you guys all for tuning in. And yeah, it's been thank you.
Yeah. And thank you so much for. I think we had 20 subs this stream. Absolutely awesome. Thank you guys, all of you who subscribed and all of you that gifted subs. I think we're gonna go log off for the stream. It looks like Widgie's on, and we'll give him a big raid. And yeah, raid Widgie 1. Oh, thank you, Spanky, for the sub to LookTom. Appreciate it. Now I don't know if I know how to raid on OBS. I just switched to OBS. Can somebody
Uh,
in chat start the raid
yeah,
and then we can start it?
I think we need to be a moderator to do that. So I'll leave it to Gigs or someone if someone is there.
I am a
If we can
mod,
get a
but it's
raid.
not. The
Oh,
command
you
isn't
are.
working for me. Yeah, it's not working.
The command isn't working. Okay.
Hmm. Interesting. All right. Don't know what to do here. Let's see. Oh, Spanky, thank you again for the gifted sub to Hawk Girl. And GG's Look Tom and Hawk Girl and Shake and Melanchola. Very entertaining. Appreciate you guys showing up for this. And yeah. Alright, Horsefeed, are you still there? Can you start the raid to Widgie? I can't for some reason. If not, I'm going to just close the stream. Hmm. What is going on here?
Yeah, I think we can just wait a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
Yeah,
But yeah,
whatever.
I'll just, it's almost 11 p.m. for me and I have work tomorrow. So yeah, I'll check out.
Alright.
And yeah, uh, see you guys soon. And
Yeah.
thank you.
Alright. Since we don't have anybody in chat to raid, I'm gonna end it there, guys. Once again, thank you all so much, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.